You are listening to
Yo!
90 Day Fiance Fridays. Welcome.
Oh my god, we're back.
Welcome. It's been a rough week, but
Mm,
we are all here. And
Ugh.
right? That says a
yeah,
lot,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
yeah, my ass is here.
yeah. I'm sober.
What?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey,
JPL is
See,
in the house.
that that makes me worried because I have friends that are not very fun that when they're sober, so I'm a
Mhm.
little worried now.
I do
Oh.
I do the Sunday shows sober all the time.
Do
Oh.
you really?
Yeah, I save the Fridays for my tall boy.
Oh well, you're not boring sober then because yeah, you're good. I have some friends where I question our friendship when they're sober. I'm just gonna be honest. I do. I
Oh.
question it.
I have friends that I question their friendship when they're drunk. So,
Oh
you
no, no,
know.
no. I mean, I don't like to hang around like crazy people because like they're
Mhm.
gonna get
Yeah.
arrested, and like I don't want to get arrested or I don't want my friends to get arrested because then I have to like end my night and go bail them out. So like I want people to have like boundaries, you know.
Do, like if
Well,
I
oh, go on, sorry.
okay, I'll try to be quick, but like I'm gonna give you a quick scenario and then tell me if you would find it insulting or not. Okay,
Okay.
like let's say it's your like I don't know, let's make up a milestone year. So let's say it's like your 40th birthday and like you have big plans for the night, like on a Saturday, we're gonna go to a big club or something.
Okay.
And like during the anyway, like before you go out, you have your friend, you and your friend have a couple drinks at a bar, like to pregame. And then when you finally get to the big club, you're like down to drink all night. And then when you finally get to the big club, your best friend only gets like one drink, and then they just like for whatever reason they just like stop drinking, and they just have one drink for your big special night. And then would you feel kind of like insulted by that, or like kind of annoyed?
No, I don't think I
Well,
would
I'm
be.
asking what well George, what's
Oh, okay.
well, I would want people to celebrate with me. Like if I invite you to
Mhm.
celebrate with me, I want you because like if I'm gonna get white girl wasted, I want like my friends to also be wasted. So I don't feel like they're not. I have friends where I don't trust them fully. So I feel like if I get super drunk, I feel like they're probably gonna record me and post it online. So like I
Mhm.
need everybody to be drunk with me in order for it to work.
You know, I
Mm,
understand. I understand if someone's like, sober and they don't drink, but yeah, like I'm talking about for your friends that do drink. I just found it. I had that experience where it was weird, where they were like drinking the whole weekend, but the one night where I wanted to go get wasted, they got to the club. We got to the club and they had one drink and stopped for whatever reason. You right, and then the rest of the whole weekend they're drinking like a lot every other event. So I was annoyed at
Yeah,
like my
that
event they didn't drink.
yeah, I would feel the
oh,
same
okay, I
way.
see it.
Okay, but
Yeah.
like I respect people that are sober or don't drink. I totally respect that. But if I know you're not sober, like I know that you drink and you purposely don't drink when we're out together, I would be offended. I would
Yeah.
feel like so you don't want to drink with me. Like that's how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's just annoying.
Especially yeah, because it was like it was a birthday weekend type thing too.
Wait,
Well,
did this happen
yeah.
to you?
You know, it happened in July where like we were out like Friday, Saturday, but like Saturday was like the big night where like we're going to the the club that's like
Yeah.
a long Uber drive and it's like a fancy club and you got to pay the money to get in. And then like I was trying to like drink more. I was kind of drinking most of the night. I mean, I didn't get like shit faced, but I was just annoyed because my one friend who does drink, he got one drink and then just like stopped the rest of the night and I don't really know why. But the rest of the weekend he's drinking like all night wherever we went out.
Oh, that pissed
Yeah.
me the fuck off. That would piss
Yeah.
me off.
I'll
Yeah,
be like, so
I
you
mean,
driving? So you driving or something? Like, why can't you have a drink?
yeah. But anyway,
Oh,
um,
so
so
Coco, I need you to explain to me what happened with the Mormon
okay. Well,
people.
I have to go to the beginning. So I moved into this new place in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's kind of middle of nowhere. It's a huge project development. 12,000 houses are being built around me, and George, you know this about me. My ass is in bed at 7 p.m. because not
Yes.
only do I date old men, I am an old woman at heart.
Yeah.
So,
So not to interrupt you, but we were texting the other day, and it was like 7:30, and y'all know at like 7:35, Coco just stopped texting me back. She literally went to bed. What the hell?
Okay, well,
No,
technically, I'm in bed by like 6:30. I just don't go to sleep till like 7:30ish, 8ish
you
because I'm
literally just stopped texting. You didn't even say goodnight or nothing. You just went to bed.
I'm fucking crazy like that. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's
Okay,
okay.
so I'm in bed. It's like 7:45 p.m. And I was watching a scary movie, and all of a sudden I hear like a knock on my door, and
Oh.
I'm like, I was like, I turned to my partner, and I was like, wake up! Like there's someone at the door. He's like, like whatever. So I'm like, okay, great. I like, okay, I open the door, and there are these two like Charles Manson look-alike, entourage girls, and what like very young, by the way. Like they look like no older than 21. And so that they come up to me, they're like, do you have time to talk about the Mormon church? And I
Oh.
was like, I absolutely do not. Um,
Wait, on a Friday night? On a Friday night?
no, it was yesterday, so it was a Thursday.
I was on a Thursday. I feel like Mormon
Yeah.
church talk is like Sunday talk, right? Like you
I'm
do that
like,
on Sundays.
Mhm.
I swear to you, I was like, oh my God, they're in some, I mean, I know it's an
But
occult,
wait,
but
don't you live in an apartment?
I do.
How did they get in?
So my apartment's really weird. So it looks like it's gated, but it's not. Um,
Oh no.
yeah, so it's like, because they're townhomes, So I mean, but to get to, you understand, I'm at the other end of where the building starts. Like, I'm right next to where the construction is. I'm like, these girls, how to, like, first of all, how the fuck do they know, like, where to knock? Because if you knew where I was living, you'd be like, what the fuck? This is in the middle of fucking nowhere. There's, like, nothing but, house developments. Like, 12,000 houses are being currently built. So it's, like, basically in the middle of nowhere right now. And, and then my partner gets up and he sees this. He's like, oh, you can come back later. I'm like, why would you tell them that?
No, you never invite them back because
Mhm.
they take that literal. You
But it
never
was just
invite them back.
so weird because I've never experienced anything like that in LA. So the fact, like, I was just like, I was like, oh, and then like I literally was so paranoid. Like I slept with a knife underneath my pillow that night
Well,
because,
that's what I was gonna ask you. Did you think that they were actually like mass murderers
oh
pretending to be
yeah,
Mormons?
100%,
Because
fucking
that's what I would
100%.
assume. Okay,
Mhm.
Oh,
good.
I totally assumed that. So I was like, and then I realized I had left the patio door open,
Oh
and I was
no.
like, oh my God, no. So
They're
like, I'm
in the
going to the house. I'm going to their house with like a butcher knife and like just like checking like all the corners, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm gonna die tonight. I'm gonna fucking die in
Yeah,
Henderson, Nevada.
Well,
I would
if
assume
you if you went missing, we would have to get Lana to find you.
Uh,
that. It's better that you would go missing there and not Fresno, right? Because in Fresno, no one looks for anybody.
Yeah, there's no police department
Literally.
there.
Yeah, no one looks
oh
for anybody. You just are
no.
gone. They don't even look.
Mhm.
Oh, but I have to say, I had a bunch of Jehovah Witness people come to my door
Yeah.
when I lived in
Okay.
Ohio, and I thought it would be fun to like fuck with them. So I let them come in, and then I like said really off the wall crazy stuff. I was like, "Oh yeah, on Thursdays I do like sacrifices and rituals, and and I kept scaring them until they wanted to leave, which I thought was fun because it's ironic because I was raised in a religious cult where we used to go and knock on people's doors. Like that's literally what we used to do in the cult. So I thought it was really fun to be on the other end because people used to do that to
Yeah.
me. So I thought it would be funny. It's
you,
not
you
funny. I
you
probably shouldn't have done
you
it.
did the
No, but it was scary because I was like, I like seriously, like if you saw what they look like the Charles Manson entourage of the girls that he like used to recruit. So like they came back today at like 8 a.m.
Well,
And I
since
was
when do
like,
they send girls? That's new,
well,
right?
that's weird too. And I thought that was weird too. But apparently, this is what I found out was they're building a Mormon church in like the Valley of Las Vegas. Like it's
Oh.
being built right now. So it's like,
Oh yeah,
my
so they
God.
gotta recruit. They gotta recruit.
Yeah, they have to
people.
recruit the shit. And I didn't know if you know this, but if you recruit a Jewish person, it's like a double whammy. You go into heaven, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I
But
feel like it's probably like the Mary Kay thing, where if you recruit like certain, like a Jewish person, you would get like the
yes.
pink Cadillac, right?
Yeah,
Or if you
basically.
like,
I found
yeah,
that
or if
out.
you
Yeah.
recruit a like a Baptist, that's like a black Cadillac. Like I'm sure there's like tiers.
Yeah.
And then if you get like a atheist, you get like a boat or a yacht. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
there's different tiers to this.
Yeah, I just thought it was so creepy and weird, and I was just like, "Oh my God, I watched too much horror movies because I was just like," and
No,
it's just weird because I was the only person that they knocked on the door because
no.
I was asking all my fucking neighbors. They're like, "No, it never happened." I'm like, great.
No, that's too crazy and weird for me. That's why.
I
So if you
know.
come to my house, I have like outside my house like 20 cameras, and then inside my house I have cameras. I'm so paranoid. I'm like the most paranoid person ever. And then when I pull in my driveway, when I go in the garage, I won't even get out of my car until the garage door is all the way shut. Like that's how
Oh my
paranoid.
God, you're like me. You're just
Right?
like me. Yeah, that's why I never leave my house. It's
Well,
why I'm in bed by 7 a.m., 7 p.m.
I mean, I get it. I'm totally there. And oh, speaking of scary movies, we have to mention that Tony Todd from
Mhm.
from many, many, many movies, but from the Candyman
Yes.
movies, the first movie that ever
And
scared me
Final
to the
Destination.
Final Destination 3.
Mhm.
And this was the first movie, Candyman, where I was so scared I wouldn't go to the bathroom at night. It was so
Was that your
scary for
Bloody
me.
Mary?
Yes.
That was your Bloody
Yes. And
Mary.
I
Yeah.
really wouldn't even get out of bed until the sun came up. I was so terrified. This man was the scariest man in the world. He passed away a couple days ago. So rest in peace to him. He was a huge part of my childhood. He scared the hell out of me, right? Like I swear to God, I used to see him at night. Like that's how scared I was.
True.
Yeah. I actually like I screamed. I screamed so loud when I found out he passed because he was one of my favorites, and
Oh
he
my
was
God.
doing all these like really B like I don't want to say B, like maybe like C-rated horror films, which I loved,
Yes. Yeah, he
and
did.
yeah,
Mhm.
he was doing it until he died. He's over like 200 credits, anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rest in
rest in
peace,
peace.
Candyman.
Yeah. We'll miss
Rest
him.
in pieces.
All right, so we're gonna jump into some 90-day topics.
Yes.
Where are we going? What direction are we
Well,
going
I
in?
want to go with the topic I almost forgot, which is
Oh,
What?
okay, yeah.
crazy. So to back up, like we have like topics we kind of pre-send to each other, and the one topic I forgot for some whatever reason was like Liz going blonde, and I'm like, how did I
Yeah.
forget that? That should have been my topic number one.
I'm
Yeah.
disappointed in you, Shabooty, right now. I
Me
mean, honestly.
too. Me
Honestly, what the
too.
fuck? What
I'm
the fuck?
wondering, are you cheating on Liz? Is
Well,
there someone
I did
else?
text
Is there
her
some
today to see if she would come on, and she didn't reply. Maybe that's why I forgot.
Whoa, she didn't reply? That's crazy. I,
Shabooty, is this why you're not drinking?
this should be a reason why you should be drinking. She didn't text you back. That's a reason for me to start drinking.
True. Well, I drank Tuesday night, so I'm taking it easy.
Oh, that's good. That's
Well,
nice.
I thought she looks like a completely different person,
She
like
looks
if
like
I'm
a
being real.
Barbie.
Yeah, like her blonde hair era, you call it an era, right?
Mhm.
This is
Yeah.
definitely her best era. She
Oh,
looks
hell
amazing.
yeah. She looks like I would make out with her.
Okay, so she's a female makeout in the club for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
I understand the level of hot. Because you said a couple weeks ago, not just any girl is a
Mm.
makeout with you in the club. It has to be a certain type of girl. So
I think
Liz,
it also depends on how drunk I am.
oh yeah. You have to be pretty drunk, right?
Yeah, I think so. I would think so.
See, I wouldn't need to be drunk at all to make out with Liz. I don't
Mm.
need to be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not at all. I could totally do that sober. Sorry, Jason.
um, this is maybe one of those like when you like Google a question, you're like, oh, should I be embarrassed to ask instead of like, Googling it and not feel stupid? But like, what's like a waist trainer? Someone explain that to me.
A waist trainer, yeah, it's basically like a girdle.
Okay.
Yep. Yep, you nailed it. It's basically so you can wear it as a girdle, or if you're working out,
Working out,
you wear
it's like a
you
sauna. It's like a mini sauna.
yes,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
wear it as you work out and you sweat, and it kind of shapes your body
Mhm.
as you
yeah,
lose weight and build muscles. So you don't have, you know how like when people lose a bunch of weight, they'll have like sagging skin,
yeah.
or they'll have like cellulite
I
areas.
use
The
one when I
waist.
work out. I use one when I work out when I do cycling classes.
Okay.
So what made you want to know what a
No,
waist
because
trainer was?
I think Liz replied. Let me pull it up to somebody today. Give me 1 second to pull up what she said, so I don't miss.
Oh, it was a reply. Was it a reply to the blonde pick, the blonde hair pick?
Yeah. So she said.
Yeah, because her waist looks snatched. It looks really
Yeah, it
good.
Yeah.
does.
So
It
It
looks
does.
really good.
she replied back to somebody where she said, "Oh gosh, no, I wear a waist trainer 3 times a week, and every time I do cardio."
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
supposed to do. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's using that accurately. That's the correct way. Yeah, so
Yep.
you basically are, as you're losing weight and toning your muscle, you're shaping your body into the shape that you want. They're super, super, super tight.
Mhm.
Okay, so like when you wear them, you can barely freaking breathe. They're very, very, very tight, but they're shaping your body. So as you work out, it maximizes the toning of your figure.
Yeah. So I guess the comment she was replying to, somebody asked her like, did she get lipo? She's wearing some kind of compression thing in one of her pictures. And then she said the commenter says, "I know she went off antidepressants after Ed." And then that's when Liz replied, "Oh gosh, no! I wear a waist trainer 3 times a week, and every time I do cardio." So anyway. Long story long, she doesn't use Ozempic.
You know what I hate? When somebody loses weight, they automatically assume you took some sort of easy shortcut. Why can't we just assume that people lost weight by diet and exercise?
Well,
Why do
it's
we
not even
automatic?
that. Like, there's some people like I know for me, it's super hard for me to lose weight. Like, even if I'm doing cardio, even if I'm doing like, eating super, super clean, like because of I have PCOS and I have hypothyroid. So it's like very hard to really lose any weight. And it's so when people are like, oh, why don't you just go to the gym? It's like, dude, I work like 4 times harder than most people would do like daily at the gym. So it's not always just like, people are like, oh, they should have gone lipo. Sometimes people have to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I had the choice between going to the gym 5 days a week or going to the doctor and have like a tummy tuck or lipo, I would pick the easy way out. Don't get me wrong.
I do
I just think
both.
it's right. I just think it's wrong that you just assume that the person
Yeah.
didn't do it. I
And
think
it's
that's where we always go, and I
yeah.
hate that.
Mhm.
And if you're doing Ozempic, fucking like who cares? I'm getting my hands on that shit too. So, who
Oh yeah, I'm
cares?
working. I'm working on that too. I'm not approved for it by my
GPL.
doctor. Yeah, so I'm working on alternative legal ways,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
my doctor won't give it to me. So shout out to my doctor. I don't
I
like him.
got mine through hers.com.
See, I was on Hims, and I
Okay.
think that's where I'm gonna go. They're gonna give it to me because all I
Yeah.
gotta do is pay them, and they'll give
Oh,
it to me.
all they want is money. That's all you have to do to get what you
I
want.
know, because I was like, "Is this legal? Is this legal? Can I just pay them and I get drugs? Is this legal, or am I gonna get arrested?" Like,
Yeah.
that was my
That
first
it's
question. I was
legal.
like, "Oh, okay, then yeah, I'll just do that." Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get my hands on that too.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Oh, Coco, by the way, you have a fan in the audience.
Uh-oh.
No,
I do.
Alicia says, "I do both. Laugh out loud. Coco always cracking me up."
I
Coco's
love when
funny.
people think I'm joking. I'm like, no, I'm absolutely fucking serious. I do both. It's really sad.
Mhm.
It's super sad, Alicia. Like I
Coco's
cycle for 14 miles 5 days a week. I do Pilates, I do boxing, and I still have a fat ass. So yeah, there you go.
well, I think when it comes to any part of your body being fat and you're a woman, you want an ass, right? Like that's the one thing you want to be fat, right?
Yeah, sure.
Well, or no, or do you have a different um vision for yourself? Do you want a big ass or do you want a smaller ass? Like what's your vision?
Well, before I was diagnosed with hypothyroid, I was like stick thin. Like I was like 110 pounds.
Oh.
And I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm like 5'8", and right now I'm like 170, but it's mostly all muscle. It's I've like from my thighs to like all the way to my upper, it's like 99% muscle. It's like it's crazy. I can those machines at the gym where there's like the thigh master type thing.
Yeah.
I can do about 180 pounds on that with my thighs.
Oh,
You can like
jeez.
I'm literally nothing but muscle,
you can
so
like
very
crunch a beer
muscular now.
can with your thighs easily.
I probably could, yeah.
You should do that. You
Oh,
should do that
most
on
people
your
can.
OF if you're taking
Yeah,
requests.
Most
mostly all
people's.
fucking my ass is all muscle. Like I'm just all muscle, baby. I'm sorry. I mean, listen, when you're with someone who's a lot older, you gotta be, the heavy lifting. So
Mhm.
That's
that was
true.
a joke.
That's
And you're
true.
supposed to
Also,
fucking laugh.
but wait, Coco. Also, when you're with someone like me who gets drunk, somebody has to carry me
Oh,
into the
this is
house,
true.
right? Somebody has to carry me from the
Oh,
car
you're
to
gonna
the
have so
house.
much fun in Vegas. We're gonna have so
Oh,
much fun.
I can't wait. Just know there needs to be an Uber driver that's strong enough to carry
Well,
me from the car to wherever we're staying.
yeah.
That's a
Duh.
must. I tip. Don't worry, guys. I tip. Well, I don't remember. I'm drunk, but
Wait, what
they're
kind of
gonna be
tip?
tipped. Money, money. What do you mean? I'm not a
I don't know.
hooker. I'm not a hooker. I'm not Sarper. I'm not a hooker. What
I'm
do you
sorry, Supper.
mean?
He looks. I mean, like, I don't mean this to take the wrong way, but every time I look at a picture of Supper, I'm like, I literally feel so greasy.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
just feel
it's between
greasy.
the. It seems like the grease he puts in his hair like trickles onto his face, and it does. It has like a really. It has a shine, like a sticky
I
shine.
actually think it's his blood levels.
Wait, what do you mean? What does that mean?
I think he oozes grease, just naturally because he's a walking STD.
I can see
Do,
that. I
okay,
can see that.
here's a random gross question. Does it strike you that when Shekinah is on her period, that doesn't slow Sarper down at all?
Does
What do
that
you
No,
shock
do
me?
you think like when Shekinah is on her period, do you think that slows Sarper down at all?
No, Sarper.
No, I don't. I think he's the type of guy who doesn't give a shit either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarper seems like the type where he likes it better when she's on her period. Like that's just the vibe that I
Like he
get.
likes to run the red lights, huh?
He
Yes,
wants the
yes,
red wings, George.
Yeah.
yes.
Uh,
I think that when she's on
uh,
it,
uh,
he's more in the mood.
uh,
I think that it's one of those situations.
uh,
He's
this.
like a Viking.
Yeah, so let's talk about his little 7-second strip tease. So we got a
Mhm.
repeat of their last season, basically in the exact same scene, in the exact same apartment. We got the exact same thing that he did before, his little magic Mike dance. So I wanted, Captain, since you recently got a stripper at your bachelorette party, I wanted to get your opinion on Sarper, and would you have hired him for your party?
I would have kicked him out of my party. I mean, he looked like he was trying to do the Asian Pacific dance that they do over there. You know how like the suelo and stuff.
Yes.
He looked like he was trying to do one of those dances, Asian Pacific dance that they that the Rock does,
Asuelu.
and the suelo. Yeah,
Oh,
it
the
looked like
Samoan.
Samoan.
it was one of those dances in the mid, but it was so
Yeah.
terrible.
Samoan.
It was so terrible, and he had so much stuff, that shit on his head and everything. I would have told him, you know what, get the fuck out of here, get the fuck out of here. I don't know what you're trying to do, but get the fuck out of here. It was terrible.
So wait, nothing about that was hot
No,
for you.
nothing at all.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Would
It looked like uh uh uh
would
um,
would you have rather have Sarper give you the dance or that like guy that was at Clayton's girls Kentucky bachelorette party?
Clayton's
Oh my
Clayton's
god.
girl.
It was like a really, really old guy.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember the one you're talking about. Inside
Remember?
the van,
Yeah,
inside
yeah.
the.
Yes. He was like
I mean,
somebody's
it
grandpa.
was a little bit more exciting because Sarper looked like he was doing the traditional dance, so it wasn't like a stripping dance. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Nothing about Sarper's dance said I'm stripping or I'm sexy. It was like,
But does he ever have those vibes? Because I keep wondering. Because he's like, oh, I used to be this big stripper, and
nah,
I made all this money.
he doesn't. Nothing about him says stripper. He might have been like a escort, or something like that.
That is
A dick for
that's how I
hire. He
feel
might have been
too.
like a dick for hire, but he doesn't have the moves. Maybe if they would have played something, because a lot of people don't know how to dance to other music, only their culture music. So maybe they would have played some Turkish music. He could have probably showed us the moves. but he was
Well,
he was just stiff, and I don't know what he was doing. I was turned off by it.
he's had 2 times that he's danced on
And they're both
TV,
terrible.
and and yeah, both times he's like the most rhythmless human being
Exactly.
in the world, and I'm like, who's paying you?
Mhm.
Because he's like, oh, I do all these shows, and I did after parties, and I slept with all these brides, and I was like, who was paying you? I was like, what is your neighborhood like that you're the hottest person in your town?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
what are
I
the
think
people?
maybe if they played something he's more his tune, he could probably shake them hips a little better. But he was just all over the place. I don't know what she was, and then she was. Oh my God, she's the kind of person that anything will amuse her. He could have came in there just like Santa Claus, and she would have been like, "Oh, it's so hot," you
And
know.
she,
Well,
well, and then
yeah,
you said she looked like a sex doll or
She looked
something.
like a sex doll.
She did
she did.
though.
She like a
But
sex
I will
toy.
say I do have the same top as she was wearing in that
Yeah,
photo.
but her face,
You
like her
do?
face part.
Yeah.
Her face and the wig, it looked like a sex toy, like a doll, one of them blow up dolls.
Yeah, she did look hot in that outfit. I'm not like into her or anything, but she did look hot in that outfit. I'm not even gonna lie.
From the
E-
neck down, yeah. From the head up,
Yeah,
from the neck up, it looked like a toy, like a doll.
yeah, she didn't look
It didn't
real.
look
Like
real. The
you're right.
wig
She,
was
Mm.
terrible,
She
terrible.
looked like one of those blow up dolls.
Yeah,
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 I liked her from the cleavage left and the cleavage right.
yeah, me
yeah.
too. I was like, okay,
You
I see the
sick
vision.
bastards.
I see the vision. Okay, look, her body is snatched.
No,
Okay,
it is.
let's just
I would love her body. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be that person to be like, oh my god, she's so disgusting. Like, I'm not gonna be that. I'm gonna be the
no.
person to be like, yeah, okay,
What
I wish I
everybody
had
was
that.
commenting on is for someone who just had a boob job, her tits were kind of hanging low.
That's
Yeah.
true,
If you just
and they
had,
were
Because if
really
they're
far
yeah,
too
apart. Yeah,
big, when they're too big, they're gonna
they
be
shouldn't
like
be
that.
hanging that low. Because even if you get as big as
Because they're
you
too
want,
big
they're
for
supposed to be
her.
perky up. Because
yeah,
that's what
Yeah, but they're
that's the
too
silicone
big
whole.
for
does.
her.
Silicone defies gravity, so it puts them up. But her
Hmm.
titties were like hanging really low.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
probably wasn't silicone then.
Whatever she got in there is hanging too low
What?
for
Wait, what can you get other than silicone?
saline.
What's the other option?
The saline.
It's probably
Oh,
saline.
saline, but saline is what they used to use back in the day, right? Like Pamela
Yeah.
Anderson back then, yeah.
Yeah.
Because those are the ones that used to erupt and rupture inside of
Right,
people, right?
right. To save
That
one.
is
I
scary.
thought silicone was old and saline is new.
No,
Oh, am I? Is it backwards?
That's what I think.
no, the silicone is like it's supposed to be the newer because it's the gel that stays perky up. You
Well,
know.
someone in the comments do some quick research for us. Is the new one
Yeah.
silicone or
Which
saline?
one is the
I
one
think
that was
saline is
erupting?
new.
Okay, yeah. Somebody look up which was the one that was erupting and rupturing inside of women in the 90s.
In the
And because
airplanes.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Saline might be kind of new because with the saline they can keep adding cc's to it, so you can keep going
Yeah.
also
higher and
no,
higher.
yeah, that's new.
You can keep,
That's
Yeah,
new
yeah, they
because
can
they
just keep
couldn't do that.
injecting saline into your port, and you can just
yeah.
keep going bigger and bigger and bigger. As the silicone is
Okay,
just a
yeah.
stagnant amount of
I mean,
gel.
also, she seems like a pretty petite woman, so having her like if like at whatever size she is, it could also make you seem like you're off balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think that Larissa is a good explanation of that looking off balance. Larissa's boobs are so huge.
Oh my
I don't
god,
even
yeah.
I don't know how she drives a car. Like they're so big. They're like as big as a pregnant woman's belly. Like they're massive and it's like I can't imagine, what is her balance like in daily life? How does she go up and down stairs?
Mhm.
With that big huge boobs on both sides. Like I can't imagine it's easy to move around like that.
Well, I mean,
No, you have tremendous back pain. I mean, listen, I have my tits are a size. I'm a size G, and the back pain I have is
yeah,
like
the back,
insane.
big titties and back pain go hand in
Oh
hand.
my god.
And neck, and your neck, you start getting that pain in
Yes.
your neck, like you start huddling over like you're carrying a baby on your titties. I don't know
Yeah.
what the
Oh,
appeal is of having. Maybe silicone is lighter. I don't know, or
that was my
saline is
next
lighter on these people, but I see these gigantic titties, and I'm saying to myself, why would you do this? This is horrible. This is painful.
So that was my next question. I don't know the answer. I just want to throw it out there. Do you think real natural boobs weigh more than fake boobs?
Yeah, they have
Oh, that's
to.
like they.
They
Yeah. I
definitely
mean,
have to because with real breast, you have mass and you have fat, you have tissue. so that all weighs on you. With silicone, you have saline, which is like water, and so you're
Oh,
not. That's why these women are able to go that high and not be bent over or
and
suffer
not
from back pain, because you
yeah.
don't have tissue. With real breast,
Okay.
you have tissue and muscle and fat and all that, all that shit that comes with real titties. So that's why it's heavy.
So that explains why Larissa can walk and not
Yeah, that's why a lot of
fall
these
over
porn
backwards.
stars
Yeah,
walk
because
upright. It's like holding a water balloon to your chest.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah, that's what I.
yeah, it's very painful. I mean, like you mentioned the neck pain and the back pain. Like I have that like literally monthly.
Yeah,
Because my
I
boobs are
have
stuff. But I don't want to. I just don't want to like
I have big
get the
tits.
surgery.
I have big tits
Yeah.
too, and they're very heavy and uncomfortable. And don't even get me started with trying to find something to fit you, because you'll
Yeah.
always find
And like all the
exactly.
bras are so fucking ugly. So like I have to end up spending like hundreds on just like a good bra that does not
No,
make me look like a
guys,
baby.
I have told y'all this a million times. My good friend Molly Hopkins can get you in a bra
Okay.
that fits you. Remember? She
All
can get
right.
you in a bra that fits you. And it's true. All of my friends that I know that have went to her have told me that they have amazing bra, what do you call it? Comfort.
Listen,
Now,
a
Okay.
good bra requires at least 4 buckles in the back. The strap has to be at
4.
least 4 buckles thick to give you the support
That
you
is
need.
so fucking
And the
true.
straps and
How are
your
y'all?
shoulder straps have to have be at least 2 inches thick to give you the right support for your shoulders. Because you can't wear
Oh
a
my
sexy
God.
bra if you have big titties, because the straps will be so thin that they'll cut through your shoulders.
If there was 4 things to undo, can you imagine me as a teenager trying to get
But
into a bra? I would just
That's
give
easier
up.
because you just cup it with one hand and squeeze it, and it's off.
Oh, so it's
It's easier.
easier.
The bigger the strap
Oh,
in the back, the easier it is. You just grab it with one hand and
I
squeeze it,
vote
and it's off.
yes. I vote yes.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
it's a one hand job.
That was so complicated for me when I was a teenager trying to figure out
Yeah,
how those
because there
things
was
work. So
one little strap, so you got to try to, with both hands try to undo the hinge, undo the lock. But when you got four or five hooks to unhook, you just grab it with one hand and squeeze it, and it comes off.
oh, see, that would have been easier for me. Oh, so we got to talk about Sarper pretending like he has no interest in moving to the U.S. Also, I also want to bring up, did y'all notice that The Other Way is basically just a segue show for Happily Ever After or
Yep.
before the. Yeah, like nobody is actually moving anywhere. And this started with Ariella and Biniam. That's where it
Oh yeah.
started,
Yeah.
and they already have a K1 visa in process. And I think that should disqualify you from being on The Other Way, because it kind of pisses me off because they're selling to us that these people are
Mhm.
trying to move to
Yeah,
another
yeah.
country.
It feels like the other way is just like they're there for like
Just till
3 weeks
yeah,
shoot
just
the
to the visa
show, and then
approval.
they'll
Yeah,
come back to the United States.
yeah, just
Exactly.
the visa's
Exactly.
already been
No.
filed. The K1, they're just
Hmm.
going over there to film and come back.
Yeah,
Yeah, and isn't that just before the 90 days? We're basically just watching Before the 90 Days with a different title. That's all it
Yeah,
is.
basically, yeah.
all these couples are already married.
Well, we already know what's going on with Sarper. We know he's here.
Hmm.
So the fact that
Yes.
he's pretending, he's like, oh, I need to tell Shekinah that I don't actually want to live in the U.S. So I was like, BS. Like, come on. I can tell that
You
your
could,
main
yeah,
goal,
that's a storyline is tired, because if anybody wanted to come to the U.S., would be him.
right?
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
he could not
Like we
wait.
need another person. Like we need another personal trainer, because he's gonna come over here and he's just
Hmm.
gonna do personal training because that's what guys like him do. They
Well,
don't actually get
he's gonna
jobs,
be he came via 90 Day Fiance stardom, so he thinks he's gonna just come roll right into the many spin-offs that the show has. So he's gonna be a movie star here. So that's what their
Hmm.
plan is.
well, yeah, and I think Shekinah and him planned this out. I think it was very strategic
Yeah.
of them. Like neither one of them want to get a job. And Shekinah already thought she was famous. She said that people were paying her to show up to LA parties, which I can't imagine being true. But it
No,
might be true now.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, it might be true now that she's been on 2 different TV shows. Somebody might give her a couple $100
I mean,
to show up. And
the
people
show
are,
is not that popular, so that everywhere you go, people recognize you, because a lot of people don't watch the show. You get
yeah,
oddballs
But
here and
but
there, like at Target, that'll recognize you. Oh shit, I watched the show. Or Walmart. oh shit, I watched the show. But you're not gonna go out into the nightlife of Los Angeles and expect people to be like, oh shit, Shekinah from the show. That's not the way it's gonna work.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of competition in LA. I remember every time I'm in LA, I see like actual celebrities.
Exactly.
Like we go out. Like I remember one time we went out and we were in this club and Rihanna was in the club. And I was like, "Oh my god, Rihanna's over there." Like so there's a lot of competition. So if Shekinah and Rihanna are in the club, who do you think got paid to be in the club, right? It
The show
wasn't
is not
Shekinah.
popular enough to be like people jumping on you, especially in LA. There's too many actors out there and too many stuff going on
Yeah.
for people to realize, oh shit. Because, and not only that, she looks like every other real housewife on the show.
She really, honestly,
The
she
big
does. I mean, I
lips,
can see her as
Yeah.
a
yeah, the
model
big lips,
service.
the big tits, the doe-eyed look, like a robotic sex doll. She blends in, so nobody's gonna be like, oh shit, that's Shekinah from 90 Day Fiance.
I want to look like a robotic sex doll.
Oh, well,
Wait. Did you say you want to be called a sex doll?
I said I want to look like a robotic sex doll.
Oh, you do.
I
You could
This is
do.
sarcasm.
you could
This
be
is
at
totally
No, I'm being
sarcasm.
you could be
serious.
at the next
Wait, are you?
Tesla event with your tits out.
don't, Coco, don't even venture off down that rabbit hole. You look fine the way you are. I'm sure you do.
No,
Yeah, I
it's a
was
I'm
gonna
sure you
say.
lie.
do good numbers on your OnlyFans without the fake lips,
Oh wait,
and the cheek injections and the cheek
wait,
implants.
wait. We have to talk about the nostrils.
Oh.
What did you guys think of the size of her nostrils? Because I'm worried about her breathing at this point. So, what did y'all think of the nostrils? 'Cause in my opinion, her nose looked good. It was the size of the
She's
nostrils
gonna
that
have
bothered me.
issues with breathing. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
It was just too small. Because you know what? I get colds. I live in Florida. It's weird. I get colds. It'll be 100 degrees, and I can't breathe, and I'll be
Mhm.
stuffy, and I can't breathe for like days.
Oh
So I was
yeah.
like, what is it gonna be like for someone with tiny ass nostrils like that if they get a cold?
That's okay. She'll do cocaine soon and they'll open up.
Mhm. Well,
She- She'll
like,
deviate that septum
She
soon
will
enough.
deviate that septum. Don't worry.
but George, did you see?
Slobber will make it happen for her. Okay.
Yeah, he looks like he does a bump or two every now and then too.
Every
So
every every 2 seconds.
yeah, he looks like he stays. And the eyes, the wide eyes that he got, you can't tell me
Alleg-
he doesn't do a bump or two.
Like
allegedly,
George,
allegedly.
George, did you see the close-up photo of her though, like after the surgery, where she, had her nose all bandaged up, but then it was like without any extensions and no makeup. Did you get a close look
Yes,
at that?
yeah, I did.
What were your thoughts?
I mean, she does not look the same,
Hmm.
as she does when she's all made up. But I think that's to be expected, right? Like when you see a woman right when she first wakes up versus when you see a woman in the club right when she first arrived, you're meeting two different
I,
women,
I think
and
I think the biggest shock to me was like the hair was night and day.
well, you have to remember, I learned this. A lot of times when you see hair, it's not their hair.
Mhm.
And I didn't know this like growing up. It's so funny because when I was younger, I thought all women had long, flowing, beautiful hair. And then I realized that there's extensions and there's wigs and there's weaves and all this. And we don't know how much of that is her and how much of it is tracks
Mhm.
or like sew-ins or whatever. So I always remember like when I'm talking about or talking to someone, I'm like, don't get like attached to whatever hair you see tonight, because you might see her tomorrow and she got a totally different wig on, and it could be totally different. So I know that the way that they put this weave and we kind of got a little idea of it with Jasmine when Jasmine was like, "Oh, I need to get like
Mhm.
$4,500 worth of hair,"
Mhm.
and we were like, $4,500 worth of
Like,
hair,
damn, girl.
right?
Yeah.
I was like, "What do you
Do they have a
mean?" But
shortage in Panama?
I mean, the way she acted, and I never would have known looking at Jasmine on the show until she said anything that long, flowy black hair wasn't hers, because that's how stupid I am. I
Mhm.
just assume. So I was like, damn, I wonder how much of that is her hair, and then how much of that is from an innocent horse, right? Like I'm wondering, like, where is there a
Okay,
bald
George, that was
horse?
someone's pet horse. Okay, that was like, butchered
There's
for her head.
somewhere in the world there is a bald horse that
It's
is
it's not
cold.
it's not actually it's not actually horse. It's
No, it's
actually
not.
human hair, and that's a big market, especially in the Middle East. Women are selling their hair for to sell as weaves and stuff. You know, these women that don't
Oh.
expose their hair. So now they
Oh
discovered
yeah.
a market. They discovered a market where, since you don't show your hair anyway, take all those pounds of hair you got and sell it. And it's a lucrative market in the Middle East to sell the hair and then have it shipped here, because that's real Egyptian hair,
So that is
real.
someone's hair.
Yeah,
Well,
and that's what they're making the weaves with. That's why it's called
n-
human hair, because
wha-
these women are literally cutting their hair off and selling it by the ounce.
they
Oh
do,
my.
but they do also. George isn't wrong because they do also sell like the hair off of a horse's tail, like that same hair. They make them out of that too.
Oh, so that's what happens to Sprinkles.
Yeah, whenever you're out at a farm or you're driving by a farm and you see a bald headed horse, somebody is wearing that hair somewhere in
Yeah,
this
her name
world.
is Jasmine, that horse dealer.
Speaking of
Damn
Jasmine,
her!
can
See,
Jasmine
we
and
segue into
Sprinkles.
Jasmine's decrepit toe?
Ugh.
Oh my god. So I have so many reservations. I want to believe that that isn't real, right? Because I think we would have noticed that Jasmine was missing a toe
maybe they never
because
showed her toe like that.
but I
Or maybe
remember
it's like the
Gino's
Friends episode.
no, guys, remember Gino was sucking her toes on the
Yeah, but he was
show.
sucking her big toe.
But we would have noticed the two toes over one was gone. This
Okay,
is
No,
well maybe it
I
was
am
prosthetic that they added.
he had his hand cupped over the back of her foot while he was
Mhm.
concentrating on the front of her foot. So he
but
might have
what's
been he might have been
weird
covering it
is
for her.
there's like a stub. So it's like it was there and then did you notice that there's like a little stub where the toe used to be and
Mhm.
there's like a little piece still there? Like what the hell happened?
Maybe diabetes.
Maybe the horse got revenge.
He
I don't
probably
know. I'm
pre-diabetic and they cut her toes off.
Oh,
Necrosis,
wait.
that
some kind of necrosis of some sort.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
No.
I was wanting to believe that it wasn't real, but the picture doesn't look enhanced. You know when you
Mhm.
Yeah.
investigate a photo, you like zoom in and you
And
check the color
yeah,
schemes and you check everything. It doesn't look enhanced to me in any way.
and
Like
for
it doesn't.
for the record, she posted it on her own profile, so it wasn't like
Well,
a
right. Why?
candid or something.
Well, sometimes when you see stuff like that, it'll be posted by like a blogger who
Mhm.
doesn't like her, and you're like, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I get
So,
it. But no, this was her photo.
yeah. And then I asked Gino if he knew anything about it. He's like, and then he didn't really know. He was like, you
Was
gotta.
he
He's like,
gonna
I don't know.
say like?
Well, no, but
Well,
I feel like it's like a recent injury or something.
Well, based on the photo that she posted of Gino with his hat off in bed sleeping, I feel like it's only fair that he should out her toe situation, right? I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that's only fair.
Yeah, them toes look like they were cut off for a reason. They don't look like they just naturally were made that way through
Well,
through birth. They look like they were surgically removed for some sort of reason. Probably some kind of infection or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
the whole thing was just it was. I looked at the photo for a while. Like I was looking at it for a while,
Yeah.
and I was just like, "What am I looking
Well,
at?
we
What is
know
this?"
Jasmine's cheap, so maybe she found like the cheapest pedicure in Michigan or something.
Bro, that's
And
so.
they
And there's a possibility.
Hmm.
wait, and how do you pay with one toe? Like, how does that work?
No, but that's how she lost her toe.
Yeah, it's probably.
I mean, I'm hoping that it's just a weird, strange angle or something, but I don't know.
No, those
It
toes look like they were surgically removed.
They're
Like,
fighting
that
for their
yeah,
lives.
like some kind of
Okay,
some
for only 19
yeah.
cents a day, you too can help Jasmine and her toes.
Jasmine's toe looked like it didn't grow up. It just stood short.
Won't you please
it was
send
a
your
stub,
money?
like it was a stub for real. It was like a little
Yeah.
tiny stub, and I was like, "What the hell?" It just was confusing because I remember when um she was sucking his toes and he was sucking her toes and all, and I was like, I would have noticed this. So like Shabooty, like you said, this could be something new. And you
Mhm.
know what? A lot of stuff. I remember. I heard. I wasn't there. Thank God. But I remember I heard somebody was working out in a gym one time, and they dropped a dumbbell off of the weight
Mhm.
No.
onto a toe,
Stop.
and
Yeah,
it the toe was no longer on the foot after surgeries and stuff. So this could easily, Jasmine is in the gym more
hmm,
than she's anywhere else. This could easily be a real injury.
yeah.
Like this type of stuff does happen.
That's my guess as to what happened.
Yeah, it happened
Oh
in
my
my local
god.
gym in Ohio, and I wasn't there, but when we get to the gym, people start talking about stuff, and they were like, "Oh yeah, so and so was lifting, and he leaned too much to one side, and then the dumbbell fell." onto his foot, and then he had to go to the hospital. But end of the day, one of the toes was no longer there, and I was just like, see, this is why I'm not lifting any more weights. Like this is why I was like treadmill and going home. So no, treadmill and stairmaster and going home. No more weights.
Mm-hmm. True. Yeah. All right, well, I'm glad we got that out of the way. But I think it's yeah. I don't know. I think it's a new thing because if it was an old thing, Gino would have more knowledge on it, and he seemed like he didn't have any knowledge on it. So I think it's like a new thing that happened.
Yeah, maybe she lost a toe at the last resort because 2 seasons in a row, Colt almost died at the
Mhm.
last resort. So
What the fuck do
maybe
they do to these people over there?
this is what I'm saying. Maybe the new gimmick of the show is they try to kill the cast members
Yeah.
at the last
Yeah, well,
resort, and
maybe yeah, maybe they're doing like a event where your partner has to like protect you, and then Gino let her fall, and she fucked up her toe.
yeah, yeah. I'm beginning to think that because look at Colt. Colt was on the last resort,
Mhm.
almost died. And now we see Jasmine was on the last resort. She's missing a toe or two. Like
Mhm.
maybe this is like a cabin in the woods type
Yeah.
show,
Yeah.
and we just didn't realize it.
Hmm.
Oh, I want to be on this show.
That's probably why they
Wait,
had to
would you be on a show like what was it called? What was that show where it was like a game show but they would kill
like
you? What was it?
Fear
Huh,
Factor.
no. It was like
Dragula?
no, it was more recent. It was on streaming and they wore the masks.
Oh my god,
Oh,
what the fuck?
you mean on Netflix?
Yeah. What's
Uh,
his name?
I know what you're talking about.
Adnan
Squid
wore
Game.
Squid Game. Squid Game. Would you be on a
Yeah,
show?
oh my god, 100% I would.
Seriously?
Yeah, I love that shit.
Well, I don't want to like die for real though. You know, like I don't
Well,
want to die for real. Like
it's only TV, George.
Well,
I
just
mean, like I go to Halloween Horror Nights and they chase you around with like machetes
Oh, I know,
and
I do that for fun.
and machine gun or not
Oh,
machine and
the
what do you call that?
chainsaws.
Chainsaws. And
Yeah,
that's fun to me, but
it
I know that they're
is.
not actually going to decapitate me, so I'm totally fine with it, you know?
Do you? Do you really know
Well, no,
that?
I'm 100% sure that they won't because I would have saw it on the news.
Oh,
mhm.
yeah.
I don't know what they would have did to. I don't know what those Mormons would have did to you if you would have left them in the house. I'm just telling you. I can't tell
I
you
probably
that.
would have been one of them in like 2 minutes. They
No,
would have.
you can't be that gullible. Are
I
you
know.
serious?
No, I'm saying because they would have kidnapped me and forced me to do it.
Oh well, yeah, that's exactly what they do. Do you think people are joining those weird religions by choice? Come on now,
No,
they're kidnapping
no.
people.
Oh my
I was
god.
kidnapped into one. I was born, and then like within a day or two, I was baptized. Can you imagine baptizing a 2-year-old
Oh
baby?
my god.
Like I was literally kidnapped.
That's
Oh my
probably why you
god.
don't like the swimming pool or something.
Oh my god, that's probably true. And actually, oh, I have another story about water too. Have I told you the story where I drowned at Disney?
Yeah, you said
I
yeah,
drowned
you
at
told
Raging
us.
Waters.
Wait, did you really?
Yeah, when I was like 5, I didn't know how to swim, and we know the rafting. So the guy that was trying to pull me in, I guess, he flipped the thing over, and like I almost drowned.
I I
No way.
I,
Yeah,
I didn't realize all my co-hosts either have big tits or they drowned.
I
Right?
have both,
Well,
Shabooty.
well.
Thank you very
See,
much.
the ironic part is, if you weren't a child and this would have happened now, you would have floated.
Mm. Or sued.
But that's just life. But yeah,
True,
I didn't know that we had that drowning bond. So we'll talk about that later.
true. Oh, okay. So did you see Lauren's Halloween costume? The female Lauren.
Oh my god, she's so. Can't she just like drop from the face of the earth?
I saw it.
What?
I
I
have
mean,
problems with her. I have huge problems with her. It's like she wants sympathy for having, a gazillion kids or whatever. And then she uses it as like haha, like look, they're a prop to her. It's a prop. Everything's like a prop to her. Like, oh my god, Lauren, we should be bowing down on our feet because you have the golden uterus. I
well,
mean, come on.
my only issue is her saying that she's a doormat
Yeah.
because she has kids when she's a stay-at-home mom,
She
Mhm.
right?
chose
She doesn't
this.
work.
She chose
And
this.
right, like if because she was like, "Oh, well, I used to work." And I'm like, "You can still work."
You can
I
still
was like,
fucking
"My
do
mom
it. What's
had
stopping you?
right. My mom had 3 kids and worked 3 jobs. Like if you really want to make it happen, you can. You just don't want
Yeah.
to." And I was like, I'm sick of her using, like, I'm so
It's
stressed.
like
Okay,
she
so first of
resents
all,
her kids. It's like she's
Mhm.
resentful.
yeah, I
Mhm.
agree because she's always like, I'm so stressed and I'm so unhappy. It's because of this life. It's because of these kids. And I was like, well, those kids didn't make themselves. Okay, like those kids were not hatched and brought to you by a freaking stork. Okay, those kids came because you planned them and had them and you brought them here. So it's really messed up to talk about how these kids are hindering your life. They're gonna grow up and see that on the show. They're gonna
Exactly.
see this, and then they're gonna think that you don't like them and you
Yeah.
didn't want them, and you got to watch what you say.
You-
You know, as a mother, you got to watch what you say when your kids can go back and watch it.
Like when I posted that on my Instagram, the like so I put a song with it. The song I put it with it was like the Eminem cleaning out my closet song, where it goes, "I'm sorry, mama, I never meant to hurt you," and I was like,
Oh,
"That's
I
for
love
kids."
that. Yeah, see, that's exactly what the kids are gonna say when they get old enough to
Yeah,
stream, and they're gonna
exactly.
be like, "Oh, we're sorry that we ruined your life." And I hate to break it. So, kids, if you are actually listening to this when you get older, you didn't ruin her life. Her life sucked before you got here. I'm just
It
gonna put it
really
out
did.
there.
She's the most boring
It
cast member to
right.
mankind.
Don't let her brainwash you into thinking you did anything bad to her life. She had nothing going on before you got here. So
That's true.
don't have any guilt whatsoever, because honestly, you're the best thing that happened to her. If
Mhm.
y'all weren't here, we wouldn't even watch her. Okay? So like don't even let her put that in your head.
Absolutely.
True. So yeah, the commenters went in on her, so I feel like justice was served.
Yo, what's up with those braces that she got though?
Oh yeah, the second phase of the mommy
Oh
makeover, right?
my god, those things
Yeah.
look terrible.
I
That
mean,
looks
does
terrible.
anyone ever look good with braces
I
though?
mean,
Like,
she didn't need braces that bad to use those. She could have did Invisalign. It's like she
so
didn't.
what
Her smile wasn't in need of those train tracks going across her teeth.
no, no, I thought that
That
she
shit
just
looked
like
like a 12-year-old pre-pubescent chick. Your mouth
just
full of
like her
metal and all that spit just flying everywhere, and she's like, that shit looks
just like her
disgusting.
body, just like her body looked totally fine, but she had to go change that. I think that she has, what do you call it, Kardashian syndrome,
You
Vanderpump
mean
Rules
body
syndrome.
dysmorphia?
Yeah, like everything.
Mhm.
If she can afford it and get it done for free with her million followers, she's gonna do it, even if she needs it or
Yeah,
not.
though she didn't pay
And
for
Okay,
those
I,
yeah.
braces. She didn't pay for those
oh,
braces. That was something, some promo that they threw them out
Yeah.
her teeth for that.
absolutely. I had to unfollow her Instagram because it was literally all promo.
Mhm.
There was no real posts. It was all
Yeah.
paid promotion. And
She's
it's
a
like
walking billboard.
there's nothing wrong with making money off your post. I recorded a paid partnership video today. So like there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like when you have no identity anymore, it's just you selling stuff.
Mhm.
Like that's a little bit much, right? Like what do you stand for? What do you like?
Yeah, and didn't she post a
Yeah.
video recently complaining about like a rent a car she had and the AC wasn't working or some shit?
Oh, I didn't see that. Are
Uh,
you
Oh my
serious?
god.
yeah, she was complaining some rent a car shit and the AC wasn't working, and I don't know. She was like
Because she
using
wanted
a
a free
platform to bitch.
rental.
Yeah, she wanted a free rental and free
Yeah,
Come
upgrade.
yeah, she
on.
probably didn't get a free rental. She made a Karen video about it.
Well, the funny part is if you rent a car anywhere in Miami, Hollywood, anywhere down south, the AC is the first thing that they check,
Hmm.
because you can't rent a car anywhere down there without AC. You'll die literally in the car. So the odds that she got a car that the air conditioning didn't work is pretty low,
Yeah.
because it's like 100 degrees. So like literally driving through the city with no AC, you would probably pass out. So I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I'm also probably saying that she was mad that she didn't walk up to the counter and they know who she was and comped it. So that's probably where the video came from.
Yeah, they probably didn't give her like the best car in the lot.
Well, I feel like she's one of those "Do you know who I am?"
Hmm.
people. Do you feel? I feel like she goes places, and if she doesn't get a free steak or something, she's like,
Hmm.
"Do you know who I am?"
hmm
Or "I have so many followers online, I could
Oh
destroy
my
you." Like,
god,
Yeah,
you know that's what she
do you
fucking
know who?
does.
Do you know who I heard a story?
That's what she does when Lauren or whatever her husband's name, I totally forgot because he's not important, when he wants sex. She's like, "Do you know who I am?
Mhm.
Do you know
oh,
who my
Alexi.
vagina
Do,
is?"
George, do you know? I heard a story like that, but it's a love after lockup couple. Do you want me to tell you who I heard a story about like that?
Wait, they? Okay, yeah, that's shocking. Who is
You
it?
wouldn't guess it, but there's no point of like playing the guessing game. But I heard it was like Key Rock and what's her face.
What? Are you
Key Rock and
serious?
Yeah, I heard they
Brittany.
went to like a restaurant.
Wait, what happened with Key Rock and Brittany? Because
Yeah,
I kind of okay.
no, they were like in I think they were in Virginia, but they were at a
Okay.
restaurant and then they did the total like I forget what the whole story, but they were being a total bitch to the staff, the wait staff, and like acting like they're
Really?
celebrities and they like stormed out or something. They made a
That
scene
doesn't shock me.
like they're
That
big
really doesn't
shots.
shock me.
That's crazy. I'm sorry. Anyone that's on Love After Lockup, you can't be like diva status.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
you're like CPS status.
Hmm.
right? That is crazy to me that they walk around. But you know what? People say that about Angela in Georgia, like in her local town. Like she expects people to treat her like she is like the Mariah Carey of her town or whatever. And I don't know how true that is. I don't go to her town or anything, but I've heard online people saying she goes places and she's like, "Do you know who I am? I'm Angela from 90 Day Fiance and comp this, comp that." Like I've heard that.
I could believe that because yeah, she's all
I absolutely believe that.
hopped up on herself.
Well, she's doing an appearance this weekend in Canada.
Yeah, I
Like
saw that.
people, it seems like Canada's the only place she books. Did y'all notice that she's
Yeah.
always in Canada?
Maybe because no one in the
Nobody,
US wants her.
because
So
I
she
was
has to
like,
flee
damn.
to Canada.
I was like, why are you always in Canada? Why aren't you? Why are you never anywhere else? Like she lives really close to Atlanta. You would think that she would get booked in
Yeah.
Atlanta. I never,
No,
never.
I know. I have someone I'm very close with, and he runs all the Atlanta nightclubs and strip clubs up there. There's no way.
Oh,
No, yeah, like
so
he like Magic City and all that. Um,
Yeah.
there's no way she
An-
would ever book there.
Angela's always at the same shitty club in Canada. I think it's like called Jokers or something. So she's at the
yeah,
same
Oh,
shit
it's
there's a
the
hall.
same
casino near
one.
me.
Hmm. I think it's like a comedy
Yeah,
club or
yeah,
some
you're right.
shit or
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't know.
Oh, so we have to talk about who was in the Miami airport filming
Yes.
wearing a full length fur coat. Okay, so everyone knows that in Miami it's usually 100 degrees, and in Miami airport it's usually like 85 degrees because it's always hot. I don't know if y'all fly in and out of Miami, but
I
their
do.
airport,
MIA.
right? It's always hot because it's just hot
Yes.
there. They can't keep it cool. And this person was walking through the airport in a full length fur
Fur
coat.
coat.
So I wanted to have some fun. So in the comments, if anyone didn't see what Shabooty posted, we're gonna have some fun and see if anybody can guess
Yes. Yeah.
what 90 Day Fiance person do you think would be filming in Miami in the airport wearing a full length fur coat.
That
So all
looks
right.
like it was slaughtered with the 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, it was a leopard coat, right? It was. All right.
Leopard, Dalmatian, who knows?
All right, let's go to these
I'm just annoyed that they're coming. It means they're coming back.
Yeah, I know.
I was okay, so let me just be real. I had no idea that they were coming back. And people talk to me. I
Mhm.
hear things. And when you posted that, I was like, because a bunch of people messaged me and text me and they're like, what are they filming for? And I was like, I really don't know. I didn't know that they were coming back. I was actually shocked. So,
Mm.
okay, so let's check these comments. Did anybody guess yet?
And for the record, I don't think I actually posted that video, but I know you sent it to me.
Mm.
Wait, you didn't post it?
Another account posted it and you sent it to me, but I didn't repost it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, so actually, people might not actually know. Okay, so you know what, guys? Let's just tell you who it is. So it's somebody who used to have their own TV show, and it got canceled 2 years ago. So it's
And
it's
rhymes with
Darcy.
far.
It rhymes with Farsi.
It rhymes
It's
with Farsi.
Darcy, and it was Darcy and Georgie, and they were filming in the Miami airport. So first of all, their show was canceled 2 years ago, and Stacy and Florian are reemerging in, oh my god, 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks on The Last Resort. So Darcy and Georgie are now being launched back into the franchise. So what do you guys think we're gonna see them on? Right? Because I was thinking Happily Ever After. Like, what do you? Because they did get married on. Wait, Stacy and Florian got married on Darcy and Stacy's show. Did Georgie and Darcy get married on the show too? I can't remember now.
I don't
I
remember.
don't
I don't.
think
I don't think
so.
so.
Or
I
I
don't
think,
think so. I think they
yeah,
were
you
like
know what? I think,
reconciling.
yeah, you're right. The show got canceled
Yeah, they were like
before
reconciling.
they were
Yeah,
able to
some
do
shit.
it, but they are married now. So, and technically, Georgie is from another country, so they still qualify to be on the show. Not that that matters, but do y'all want to see Darcy and Stacey
No,
back? Or
no,
No.
no, no, no.
I
That's
mean,
all I
Yeah, but we
know.
could say
I
that
mean,
about a bunch of other people that they keep bringing back.
Yeah,
well,
when they hear
right,
us say no, they're like green
Yeah,
light.
they're like, oh, no means
yeah.
yes. You know?
It's
Well, to
opposite
say that
day
they're
in shop entertainment
Yeah.
world.
well, to say that their show got canceled, it's in my opinion that would be a reason to not bring them back, right? They're not bringing the ratings. But let's be real, the same exact thing happened with the family Chantel, and we are seeing Chantel back
Hmm.
over and over. So I think the canceling of their show is not really a nail in the coffin for them
That
in
that
the franchise.
that
I
just
think it's
says
just
they can't stand alone, so we're gonna couple them back into the. We're gonna bring them back into the
yes,
herd, so that you can watch them all
Yeah.
together
yes.
because they can't stand alone. But we're gonna shove them down your fucking throats, whether you like it or not.
Yep. I think you're right. It's so
Hmm.
much cheaper to put them all together than to
Hmm.
have a budget for each of these shows. And
Hmm.
let's be real, Darcy and Stacey's show, the budget for their show was hundreds of, I think, $500,000, 250,000, something really, really high. And they
Yeah.
were spending a lot of
Yeah,
money. And
that's
then we
pretty
started,
high for reality.
Hmm.
yeah, and we were watching their lifestyle boost. Right? Remember, we watched them go from those little tiny apartments in Miami, and then
Yep.
they were living in this massive mansion in Connecticut. Like, we were watching their lives change. Oh my god, do you remember when they had matching Nissan Altimas, and then the next season they had matching Range
Yeah,
Rovers? You
yeah,
Yep.
remember that?
yeah.
That just shows how high that budget was. And guys, the Darcy and Stacey Range Rovers
Or
released.
least, yeah, of course.
Yeah, they released. If you notice, they don't have them anymore, and I think that they were actually leased and comped. You know who else got a leased comped car? It was Jabri and Miona. Their
Hmm.
Porsches were leased through a dealership that comped it as long as they posted, because I think they thought they were going to go farther on the show, but the same thing happened with them. They were getting a lot for their show, but now that their show is ended, they're popping back up. And I get it. Sharp has built these people, from nothing to millions of followers. To in the 90-day world, they would be considered royalty, right? Like, I feel like Darcy and Stacey are pretty far up. They're up there with David and Annie and Robert and Annie. Like, I feel like they're pretty far up, right?
Like social media followers, they're definitely far up. But as far as like reverential, I'm not reverential toward them.
Really? Okay, this is okay. Let's play a game. Who do y'all consider 90-day royalty? Because I just realized this is different for
And
everybody.
Fisa.
And Fisa, okay, I like
Yeah, I'm
that. And
going
Fisa,
OG. I'm going OG OG.
I think Larissa. I think
Yeah.
she's 90-day royalty.
I was gonna say Larissa too. I was gonna say
Mhm.
Larissa.
Okay,
I
yeah,
mean,
I think Larissa.
even though he's a piece of shit, I'll say Big Ed.
Yeah, yeah, I
I mean,
think he's
yeah, of
royal.
course. Yeah. People know exactly who he is. It doesn't matter. They're just like, oh, Big Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sean.
Michael, Angela's Michael definitely got up there in the charts.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Michael definitely
I mean, he has
he
the
became
biggest
famous.
GoFundMe out of any cast member.
Yeah, he became
Yeah.
famous with the 90-day viewers a lot. You know, everybody was sympathizing with him and stuff like that. But that goes hand in hand with Angela. You know.
So would you guys consider Angela to be 90-day royalty?
Yeah, she. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter
if
if
you're
you
going
like
by
them or
who are
hate
the
them.
Mhm.
most recognized cast members of the 90-day
Yeah.
franchise, yeah, she has to be royalty because
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's one of the most recognized cast members.
Yeah, because
Yeah, and I
it's like I hate to admit it, but yeah, like for example, last Friday when she posted that itchy coochie video, like my DMs blew up. Like you would think
oh
Elvis
my
came into
god.
town.
Yeah, everybody that
Yes.
posted on that, and I saw some other Twitter people posting that. I think Susie posted it,
Mhm.
reposted it, and then I think somebody on Reddit reposted that shit,
Yeah,
and it was
Yep.
catching numbers. It was catching numbers.
yeah.
I
So
saw it a
she's
billion
royalty.
times.
We
Yeah.
hate to admit it.
I mean, I think that and Chantel would be royalty too. And if you want to go back like to the early days, I think Danielle from Danielle and Muhammad, and then
Yes, yes.
what was that one girl, Nicole from Nicole and Ads, and I know she's
Oh
not
my
involved
God,
Yeah,
anymore.
yes.
those are the most recognized cast members of the
Yes.
franchise.
I would give anything for them to convince Nicole to come back in some capacity. I loved her on the show. I
Oh
don't
my,
care what she
I,
does.
I know, I loved her. I thought she was fucking gold.
I love her. She is so. If they could get her on the Single Life, I would literally lose it.
Okay.
I just want her back on the
Do
show.
you consider like Jenny and Summit royalty on any level?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
definitely
yeah.
think
Jenny
so.
definitely. Jenny. She earned her bones. She made her bones on the
Yeah.
show. She definitely gets royalty.
Mhm.
And I think one of the things about the 90 Day Royalty people that is always true is they started out, okay, so it either goes two ways. They started out where everyone hated them and now they love them, or they started out where everyone loved them and now they hate them. It has to go in either of those directions
Yeah,
in order for you to become royalty.
yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Is
And
it
oh, and
wrong that
David and
I
Annie,
don't? I
obviously.
actually enjoyed Darcy and Stacy.
No, I watched every episode of their season. Like, don't get me wrong, I love me some Darcy and Stacy. I don't know how real any of the stuff was, but I did
Well,
like.
why?
I liked their sense of humor. I thought that they were hilarious.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They just seem like actually genuine. I don't know.
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought that they were stuck up, but in real life they're actually not. They're actually pretty decent people, but they have like a, you know how people have a TV persona and then and
Yes.
they're a person. I think Darcy and Stacey have a TV persona because TV has always been their goal. Like, I know y'all saw the pilot for their twin show that they filmed like
Yeah.
over a decade ago. Yeah, that was always the goal. So I think that when the camera goes on record, they become someone else, and that's not who you get in real life. And I think a lot of people don't realize that.
But do you like how they carry themselves on like their Instagram these days, or do you find it annoying and snooty?
I mean, they've been friends of mine for years, so I love them. But I do think that they post and carry themselves on like Kardashian Vanderpump level.
Mhm.
Like they're almost not real. Like they carry themselves as though they are the biggest reality TV stars in the
And
world.
that's
And
intentional. I'll tell you that. That's
yes,
intentional.
yes,
It's
because
because
that's the goal.
yeah, exactly.
The you
George,
it's you know
we work in the industry. This is how this is like no
yes,
secret.
this you
That's
fake
just
it.
intentional. Yeah.
You fake it till you make it. You know,
Absolutely.
you work your
Mhm.
goal where you're going is where you pretend that you already are. That's kind of how the industry
Exactly.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah, the disconnect for me is like on their social media they come across like they are literal royalty, and then if you look at a Darcy post on my page, it's just like goofing on their bad plastic surgery. So there's a huge disconnect there.
Oh, but she's always so
Well,
sweet to me when I comment. She's like really nice.
she's it's funny. Darcy's the nicest human being on this planet.
She seems
Like,
it.
yeah, and it's funny because she gets attacked, and it's like I remember when we first became friends, and I would comment on all her stuff, and I remember people who used to listen to my podcast would comment. I would comment something positive on her post because she was my friend in real
Always.
life, and they would be like, "I'm never listening to her podcast again. You're an idiot. She's disgusting. She needs help."
What?
And I was just like, she just gets so much hate. And it's funny because I would tell her, I'd be like, it's weird how people are so strongly hateful of you because like in real life you're not the person that they think you are. And she's like, yeah, I don't care.
But
She's like, I'm sick of trying to explain it to people.
okay, well, here's another like flaw on their end is like, remember when they were trying to do that event in Vegas? They were down to like basically rip off the fans to go meet them in Vegas, and the plans fell through because it was like so expensive, and they're trying to rip off the fans. Like that's not a good look on their part.
I don't remember
No.
that.
Oh, you don't remember? Okay, yeah.
We
No.
So
talked about it.
they yeah, they had a event where I think it was $2,900, if I'm not mistaken, was
Okay.
if that was the early bird cost, and then it went up if you waited. And it was like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning event in Vegas. And Friday you would have dinner with Darcy and Stacy and then go out to a club
Mhm.
with
Okay.
them. And then I think you got one night at a hotel. Then the rest of the nights, I guess you slept in your car. And then the rest after that, and then Saturday you had a spa day with Darcy,
Okay.
Stacy, Georgie, and Florian. And then I think Sunday morning you had breakfast or brunch, and then they sent you on your merry way. And they a bunch. Okay, so I think they were selling between 10 and 15. Don't quote me. Tickets to this, and it was 2,900 if you bought it early, and it included the dinner with them and the spa, and I think the breakfast Sunday morning. So all the other meals you just weren't going to eat, and then you and I think one night at the hotel, so I don't know exactly where you would stay the other night. But whatever happened, they didn't sell enough tickets, and it got canceled. And it took, as far as I know, it took a really long time for people to get their money back. And at first, it looked like they weren't going to get their money back
Oh
because
fuck.
something in the purchase agreement said that if the event was canceled, you forfeit your payment. But if I'm not mistaken, people eventually got their money back. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but
Oh
that's just shit
fuck.
like that rubs me the wrong way because they're trying to rip off the
Well,
fans.
yeah, of course, because it sounds
Well,
shady. It's like the Teen
the
Mom. Did you see the Teen Mom trip that they're doing? They're paying $6,000 basically, but you have to
wait,
book your own. You have to book your own flight.
wait, I didn't hear about this. So there's a you
Okay,
go out.
it was. Oh God, I have to I have to find out who it was. But
What do you mean?
so,
Who it was? Is it not all of them for six
no,
grand?
it was like with this the couple, the two couple. Oh my God, I'll find out right now. But basically, it was like $6,000. For like but you would have to buy your own plane ticket.
It was Farah there.
Where?
No, no, no.
So
I'm
wait,
looking up right now.
where was it? Was it like in Italy?
No, it was like in Costa Rica.
$6 grand? How
Okay,
long was it?
okay, 6,000 for a vacation to Thailand with Cheyenne, and her
Oh,
family.
I know you lying because
I'm
Cheyenne isn't
not.
even an OG. Cheyenne isn't even
Cheyenne
an
and Zach.
OG.
Cheyenne and Zach are hosting their fan trip to Thailand. Fans paid to go on a vacation with Shy, Zach, and her father. You can go on her next fan trip for 6,000, flight not included.
This is wild because Cheyenne is not even an
I
OG.
know. That's why it took
And
me.
who is Zach? I don't even know who Zach
It better be
is.
Zach Morris.
And wasn't Cheyenne the one that was with the guy from the Real World Road Rules Challenge?
Yes.
But she's not with him anymore,
No,
right?
she's with some random guy named Zach.
So you're paying to go and meet some random guy, not even Corey from
And
the Real
her
World.
father. Let's not forget her dad. But
Oh
yeah.
yeah, because I totally want to meet her dad. Yeah.
Well, I might.
Oh, we know you. You'll pay $6,000 for the dad.
Yeah, sure.
You're,
No, but so that's what it reminded me of just now, because I was like,
So how long was the trip? Was it like a week or how many days?
I'm trying to figure this out.
And a plane ticket to Thailand is insane,
Oh
right?
yeah, of course.
Like it's like 5 or 6 grand in itself when you're flying. I mean, I'm not gonna, don't quote me, it might be cheaper depending on the time of year that you go, but these international flights are insane.
mm-hmm. Didn't
But
didn't Dempsey do a thing recently where you go travel with her, but it's expensive as fuck?
So everybody on Love in Paradise did it. You remember that, right? Like
yeah,
they all tried it. I want to say Danielle Gates has tried it, where she wanted people to go on her retreats,
Mm-hmm.
and she would try to get you to buy like a $4,000 or $5,000 ticket for her to teach you how to be a good person when she owes everybody in the world money. Like it's insane to me. But I guess the more insane part of it is people give them the money and try to do these things. I think that's what's crazy. Like I wanted to believe that she would be crazy or these people are crazy to think people would do it, but the more I see people are trying to do it, so I guess they're crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but first of all, do you know how much of a vacation you can get for $6,000 to Thailand? Like, I mean, I used to when I used to go to Bali, and you could get a villa for literally like $50 a night. Like, what the fuck?
Well,
Sorry,
yeah, I'm
it's like
assuming
mind blown
for
that someone would pay $6,000 for like.
for 6 grand we would be living like in a castle.
No,
We would
we would be the cast. We would literally be queen and king, George.
right? Like
That's what
that's
they would do
crazy.
for us. Well, 6 fucking grand. Get
When
out of
you
here.
told me the teen mom, I assume we were talking Caitlyn, the
Yeah,
OG.
no, I'm just talking about Cheyenne.
Diane joined the group like 12 years after.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Like
I
that's
know. I
wild.
know.
That's crazy. I
I
wouldn't pay
know. So that's what I
$50.
saw,
Like,
that you're talking about Darcy, and I was like, oh, it's like the Teen Mom trip, and I'm shocked that you didn't know about this, George.
yeah, it's funny. I follow all the teen mom little blogs, like messy blogs, but I didn't see
Yeah.
that. Nobody sent me that. I didn't
Yeah.
know. No,
Yeah.
I love me the teen moms, right? No, I have to rephrase that. I love the grown girls that are on the show. I have to rephrase that because you can't
Oh,
say it
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to watch that show like constant. Like
Oh,
I was obsessed.
same. It came out.
So,
This is how old I am. It came out when I was like in college.
oh shit, yeah, I was obsessed,
Damn
and
you,
I don't know
old
why.
bitch. Damn you, old.
Well, Darcy and Georgie are coming back, so we got to
Yes.
deal with it. I don't know where they're gonna
I
put
like them. You know what? I like them. I think they're fine.
I mean, I don't dislike Darcy or Georgie. I mean, we've seen their story a lot. Like we saw it on the regular 90 Day, we saw it on Darcy and Stacy, and we're gonna see the same thing, right? We know that Georgie is never gonna get a job, and Darcy's always gonna be pissed that Georgie has no money. Like we know the storyline. We know what it's gonna be. We're just gonna have to watch it again.
True. Okay, new subject. Did you see Tiger Lily posted a story where she said, "Yeah, I have 10 different voices, but they're all my real voices." So do you believe that?
Yes. Well, I've only heard one voice since she's been on the show, and it's fabricated,
Mhm.
it's fake. I mean, I think that, but don't get me wrong. I think women do have different speaking voices. I've noticed it before. Like when women are a little drunker than usual, they talk a little different. And I have friends that are from like Brooklyn or Jersey, and when we're out, I'll hear their accent change,
Mhm.
throughout the night. So it's very possible that she has more than one voice, but I think whatever she's been using lately is fake as hell. And
Yeah.
and she can't convince me that she was born and started talking like that. You can't convince me. There's no chance that that's real.
Well, maybe she had a concussion, and that's why she talks the way she does.
That could be because she talks very, very slow.
Mhm.
Very slow. And I think that
I think she thinks that if she does, I think she's what some people like to call the bimbette. It's a fetish. There are people who are like really turned on by that type of shit. And if you
oh, kind of like the baby talk, right?
yeah, it's like bimbette, like they want to turn into like some bimbo, like blonde, big tits, and they'll talk really slow, like as they're stupid, like because
Well,
that's the
but that's
fetish.
kind of like that's a fetish though. You don't do it all the time. You just do it like when you're intimate with people.
Right, but
Like I don't
maybe that's what Adam likes, and that's how she started talking when she started, you know, conversing with him.
possibly
Yeah, I
that
don't
that
know.
kind
I'm just throwing the shit out.
10 different voices. Well, I noticed some of the comments. They were like, "Well, get a job as a voiceover actor." They were like, "What do you?"
No.
That's what they said. They were like, "Well,
Mhm.
what are you doing on 90 Day Fiance? Be a Disney voice character. Like get a real job. Like do something with those voices if they're real."
Do you, when she did an interview with like I don't know if it was like Access or whatever, or one of those mainstream sites, and then but she was giving like one word answers. Is that because she's uncomfortable with her fake voice, or she just has a shitty personality?
Well, she's never really said anything intellectually bright before.
Hmm.
So I think the depth that we see of her is really that of what she is. Like how there's people who, like, for instance, Chantel, when she was on the show, she acted really dumb, ditzy and bimbo, but she's actually a nurse, and she's went to college, she's educated, she's not an idiot, but she acted like an idiot
Yeah.
on the show. I don't think Tiger Lily is acting. I think Tiger Lily is just an idiot, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Like she's not a nurse, she's not a practitioner, she's not a phlebotomist. She doesn't do anything as far as I know. Oh, she sells clothes online. That's all she does. She's one dimensional in my
Okay,
opinion.
okay. Who do you think like we're talking now? Let's talk intelligence only, not looks. So rank like the intelligence of Tiger Lily, Shekinah, and Darcy.
Mm.
Oh
Okay, I would say Shekinah is the better looking one out of
No,
all
we're
of
talking
them.
about
no,
intelligence.
Oh, okay,
intelligent.
never mind. Oh, Darcy.
So no, but rank the three in
Okay,
intelligence.
okay. Sorry, I'm a bimbo. Um, I would say Shekinah's last because like she just screams dumb bitch. Um, sorry. Uh,
I think Darcy might be the smarter of the
I,
three.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
I
Darcy's
think
my number
Darcy's the
one.
smarter of the three. She seems like she has a little bit more education background, and
She definitely
she's a little bit
does.
more put together. Regardless of, like George said, regardless of what we see on the show, she's probably a
Yeah.
different person. Beside, I think Tiger Lily is in last place. She looks completely lights on, nobody home. And I think I'm gonna push her kind in second place because she grew up in a disciplined environment, cult like place. So she's probably a little bit smarter than we give her credit for.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna put them in that order. I'm gonna put Darcy, Shekinah, and Tiger Lily.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with JLP.
Right?
Yeah,
Shekinah just
absolutely.
Shekinah looks smart. She just acts. She's just making bad decisions. But that Tiger Lily girl, talking about she has 10 voices, ma'am. You have one voice, whether you speak. Yeah, whether you speak in your native tongue or not, your voice doesn't change. Your accent may change when you're speaking in another language. I can understand
Right.
that. But
Yeah.
that cheesy, whiny baby voice, that's trying to a sex appeal that she's trying to cultivate. Look, I have blonde hair, long extensions, and I got fake lashes and these injectable lips. I got my Asian eyes fixed so they don't look as Asian. Now I'm going to talk like a baby. You know,
Yeah. I mean, she's
and
gonna
that's
like
why she
love you
talks
long
slow.
time.
I said that last week. People that are trying to hide their true accent will always talk slow so
Right.
that they can hide it.
Mhm.
She don't want
Yeah.
her real Asian voice to come out because she's been trying to hide that for a while now.
Okay,
So
I would pick Darcy number one because she has like the what's House of 11 business, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, House of 11.
Darcy won, and then
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna shock y'all. I'm gonna for whatever reason I'm gonna go with Tiger Lily two, because doesn't she have an online store and she was smart enough to finagle a rich husband, so that's two, and then Shekinah three. But I'm not. But there's a huge gap between one and two and three.
Okay. Okay, I can see it. I mean, I would do Darcy. Wait, that sounded weird. I would put Darcy first, Shekinah second, and Tiger Lily dead last.
Hmm.
Just because I'm not 100% convinced that Tiger Lily has a brain. I think that there's absolutely nothing in her head. Like I would have to see a CAT scan
Hmm.
to believe any
Though
different.
I though,
Like honestly,
though I will admit Shekinah's daughter seems like she was like smart. So then
Well,
there's
of
some
course she's smart.
intelligence.
She went to boarding school like I
well,
did.
yeah,
Hello,
she
she had someone
wasn't.
else raise her.
Yeah, she
True.
was far away from China, so
Which
that
I
made her.
honestly think that's the best thing she could have done was to go to boarding school and not be raised with Shekinah. So I'm sorry. That's just my
Well,
opinion.
her. It's funny because Shekinah and her ex husband have been playing tag you're it with this girl her whole life
Yeah.
because Shekinah was like, oh, her ex husband he owns a hotel. I forget in which country, so he was always out of the country. And she's like, well, I've had her long enough. It's time for him to take over and be a dad. And I'm like, how are you playing tag you're it with your damn kid?
They
Like,
do
how
that
are
all the
both?
time. They do that all the
That is
time.
crazy. I was like,
That's
how do
it's
you?
that was my life growing up. It was very, very much like that.
That's
Your
insane. I
dad
can't.
had a hotel?
No, he had a movie studio.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah, that's the same thing. So I feel bad for the girl though because that
But
can't
she's
feel.
mature. You can tell how mature she is because of the
She
way
had
she's, you
Hmm.
know.
she has no parents. She had to be like you have to grow up if
Exactly.
there's no one there to baby you, right? Like if
Yeah.
there's no one to coddle you, you got to grow up fast because the
Well,
world is.
also when they're because like I don't know how old she was when she went to boarding school, but I was like 10 to about 17 when I went to boarding school. So, and I went to school in England. So,
Oh,
I
that's where you
mean,
got the
well,
accent?
yeah,
Oh my
especially when
god,
my
I
my
didn't know that.
parents, well, that because my parents were living in Beverly Hills and I was
Well,
in the UK.
I almost went to boarding school, but I got out of it.
I
So
loved it. It's actually I think all children should go.
I went to visit. But it was part of the cult, but
Oh,
I
well,
went.
never mind.
I visit and they did like Okay, so my high school only went up to 10th grade. It was attached to our cult, like it was in the
Oh
church.
shit.
Went up to 10th grade. So everybody who was leaving from 10th grade, we had to go to, oh my gosh, I think it was in Arkansas, wherever the boarding school was. And it had a college too. So it had 11th grade, 12th grade, and then a college. So we did like the college trip, and I went there and I had to stay like in a dorm with like a roommate. Like you had to, it was like basically like what you do with a college night. You test out the school. It was, I don't know why I didn't want to do it, because looking back, it was the most independence that I would have ever had. Um,
Yes.
I don't know why I didn't do it, but it had like everything was built in. So like we had to go to church. We had to,
Oh.
and we lived on campus. So like if I wanted to go out like on Friday, like in my weird religion, on Friday night to Saturday night, you couldn't watch TV, go skating, talk on the phone, do anything except like
Holy
talk to
shit.
God. So like if living on campus, it would be impossible for me to like go out and do anything. So I was like, I can't be here. So I talked my mom into moving us across the country to go to another school, like a normal school.
Mhm.
And but I kind of wish I did go though, honestly, because I would have had that independence and I would have grew up a little faster.
Yeah.
Speaking of growing up fast, did you see the Paul and Karine tea?
No, I've been waiting for you to fill me in on this shit.
Do you want to read his words?
Yes, yes.
I cannot wait.
Okay, this is Paul's words. Uh, yes, me and Karine are still married. Yes, she is pregnant. Yes, she has a new boyfriend who is the father of the new baby. New boy,
What?
new boy,
What?
new boyfriend doesn't want her filming on here, meaning OnlyFans, anymore. And she is having some problems with immigration. She will give me any new content she has, and I will post it on here in OnlyFans when I have
Oh,
time. Karine had an IUD to prevent pregnancy, which he convinced her to remove, and she got pregnant immediately. I'm still mentally absorbing all this information. He told her he was 50 years old and really wanted a baby, and they met last this year.
Well,
I'm
okay,
sorry, fucking what?
what did he mean by he told her he was 50? So how old is he
What does
really?
it mean he's gonna post her content for her?
No, well, Paul posts her content on
Whoa,
the
whoa, 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 okay,
OnlyFans.
hold on. We need to digest this shit right now. Okay. I'm sorry, I just choked on a cracker. Um, uh, what?
So, well, backstory, I don't know if you guys remember, but Paul and Karine had 2 kids already that were
Yeah,
taken away by Child Protective Services.
thank
Mhm.
fuck.
And Paul is actually a fugitive, allegedly, because he left the country after he didn't turn in Pierre to Child Protective Services. And he's been in Brazil ever since. I don't know if y'all remember that. And I think this was in like 2022.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
he's never come back because he was supposed to voluntarily surrender Pierre to Child Protective Services, and he kept the child for like a couple of weeks, or I don't remember how long it was. And that's a crime. So he gave Pierre to his mom, left and went to Brazil, and he's never been back here since. So Karine is living here in America, and Paul is living in Brazil with her family. And I don't know if y'all know this part, but Paul had been filming OnlyFans content with Karine's male cousin.
Mhm.
Oh,
I,
wait, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yeah, I heard about this.
What?
whoa,
What?
what?
Wait. What?
did y'all not know any of this?
No.
Yeah, Paul, to make money
Mhm.
over there,
Wait, so he was.
because he's not a Brazilian citizen, okay, like he can't work. So he is filming, well, was, I don't know what he's doing now, I haven't checked lately, but she had a male cousin and they were filming sexual
Mhm.
content together
Well, I
on
have
OnlyFans.
I made a famously
What are
funny.
you doing, brother-in-law?
I did a famously funny meme where I forget the whole thing, but he posted about he did like some gay for pay stuff, and then I was like, he went gay for pay and didn't get paid.
Yes,
God, he's like the
exactly.
worst sex worker on earth. Like, he's just horrible at it. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Well, I think it's pretty terrifying
Holy
to think
fuck.
that, yeah, you're having sex with your wife's, I mean, they're estranged, but your wife's cousin. And he's also living with her family too, which is super weird because they don't really get along,
Hmm.
as far as I know, like not to the point where they would be back together. So it's he's over there with his family. And I guess you guys remember too, over a year ago, he
Uh-huh.
was supposedly missing. Y'all remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. I remember that.
It's like every year he pops back up
Oh
with
my
some
god,
drama.
he's like Lauren's STD. It just never goes fucking away.
It's like
It
right when
never
you
goes
think,
away.
But
right when you
What
think
on
you're cured.
earth?
like this post though, I believe more than the like other shit because the other shit with Yates was
I
involved.
just want to know that he's posting her shit, which I find hilarious. Cause
So
like,
wait, you know that they leaked the stuff that he was doing with that guy, right?
Who leaked it?
wait, who?
It was all over Reddit. Did y'all not
Uh,
see it?
No,
No, I didn't see it.
Oh,
I didn't know any of
like
this.
I saw it. I didn't want to, but people kept sending
Were
it to
you
me. Yeah, I
masturbating,
saw it.
George? Were you touching yourself while you saw this?
No, I was
They
not.
leaked.
I
They
was
leaked
not.
the OnlyFans content with Paul and his cousin and her cousin.
I've
Yes.
seen the
I,
Korean sex
Let me
tapes,
go.
but
Let me
I
go to
mean,
Reddit. Let me go have a look.
oh my
I didn't see the actual
good
videos.
Let me go have a
god!
look over on
I
Reddit.
saw it.
Well,
I thought that
we got Captain on Instagram. We're gonna get her on Reddit next.
I'm on Reddit. I'm on Reddit
Captain
Okay.
already. I was on.
Captain, go and watch them and then come back and
What
report
do
and
I
tell
gotta
us
look
what you
up?
thought.
Paul, 90 Day Fiance.
Paul 90 Day Fiance, or you might have to say Paul before the 90 days and then put in
I'll
OnlyFans.
be right back.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, so this story gets so weird. So Karine's pregnant with her third child. The first two were, oh, so I didn't bring this up. The first two were permanently adopted. So those children are not being held in foster care. They were put in a new home and it's closed. So Paul and Karine don't really have much option there to get them back.
Hmm.
Which I don't really think a judge in their right mind would give them back. I think with what they have going on, how much craziness and drama is going on between the two of them, I don't think it would ever happen. Do you all remember Karine was leaked or linked to Josh Cedar at one point?
Yeah.
He was dating her. Like it's always like every year there's some weird Paul and Karine news. I remember the one year she was dating Josh Cedar, and then the next time it was him only fanning her cousin, and then he was missing, and now she's pregnant. So, do you believe that she's pregnant? Do you think that this is legit?
I mean,
So I feel like since Yates wasn't involved in this information, I believe it because it was, but it was because it was a post to his like OnlyFans subscribers. So
Also, it was paid. It was paid info.
yeah,
Paid info.
yeah.
I mean, he's all the way in Brazil, so he wouldn't be able to physically
yes, I'm over
know.
18. Oh, sorry.
Wait, what?
I wouldn't let me in on Reddit because it's like, are you over 18? And I was like, yes, I'm a. Oh.
Wait,
Ugh!
did you find it?
Oh, God.
I haven't found it yet. What? That's not fair. I put in Paul 90 Day
Okay,
Wait,
Fiance.
I'm gonna DM it to you. All I
DM it
wrote
to
Uh,
was
me, Coco.
I am going to do that right now. All I typed in,
well, just
honestly, all I typed in
describe
was,
what you're seeing because I haven't seen it.
Send
well,
it to me,
it's
Coco. I'll
I
describe it.
believe Paul wearing a sorry did I offend you shirt with that superhero and this like really weird looking like cabana boy, which I'm assuming is the cousin.
yeah,
Ugh.
that's the cousin. Yeah.
Oh my god, what the
Send it to
fuck?
me. Send it to me. I want to see.
What the fuck? Okay, I'm doing it right now.
Coco,
I'm setting it. I'm setting it. I'm setting it.
Coco, you have to describe it in detail for everyone who can't see it.
Oh
Everyone
god,
needs to
there's
know what's
more
going
pictures. Oh my god, that is ass crack.
on.
Oh my, oh my god. Oh,
I can't breathe. Stop.
you can't breathe. Oh my
Stop.
god, what
I
the
can't.
fuck? Oh my god. Oh god. It's so hairy.
So
It's
yeah,
so hairy. Oh god. It's just like Jumanji in there. Oh my god,
Who
ew.
Paul's crack?
so
No, the
wait,
cousin.
Coco.
Oh,
Paul is masturbating
oh
while his
God,
cousin is twerking
oh
naked.
God.
Wait, so Coco, which ass crack would you rather see, Paul's or Rob the Knobs?
Oh, I'd rather see Jimmy Carter's.
What? Jimmy Carter?
Yes, he's still alive. Go away.
Barely.
Well, I can help on with that. Okay. Yeah. Oh my god, what the fuck?
The Brazilian needs a Brazilian wax.
Brazilian needs a fucking his whole body needs to be dipped in fucking wax. Oh my
Yeah.
god. And then it's his okay, so the cousin's name is Adil Costello.
Yes.
And he's charging $30 for that video, which I am not gonna pay.
Can you imagine
Oh
that
my
there are
god.
people who want to see that? That's my whole thing. It's like, who's like waking up in the morning and like, I can't wait to watch Paul bang Karine's cousin. Like, who does that?
This is so someone I'm reading the comments on Reddit goes, this is not something that anyone ever needed to see.
Well, no one asked for this, right? Like,
No.
well, I say that about everyone's OnlyFans, but I think this is for real. No
No,
one
dude,
literally
this is
asked for
like this is like what the fuck?
Well, the fact that he was banging her cousin. Well, I mean, he was banging Karine too when they were together on OnlyFans. So, but when he got over to Brazil, Karine was still here, so he needed something or someone. So it was her male cousin, right? Like I don't know if she didn't have a female cousin. Like I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
I'm very, very disturbed right now. Thank you for
I
this.
can't believe that you were unaware of that. Like you
No,
were
I'm
going up.
sorry. I don't go my daily phone. I wonder what Paul is doing from like 10 years ago.
You were going through your daily life not knowing that Paul was banging Karine's cousin. I don't
No,
know how you
I
were making
didn't
it.
know, and I feel like a fucking
I'm
idiot.
still mad I can't find it on Reddit.
Wait,
I
did you
sent
not?
it to you.
Let me see.
I
How
DM'd
did
it
you
to
not
you.
find it? It's not like hard to
All I
find.
did was type in Paul 90 Day Fiance banging cousin.
Yeah, it's not
That's
hard to
what
find.
I
It's out
fucking
there.
typed. Oh god, now the government knows I watch Paul porn. Thanks, guys.
Wait, how does the government know?
I don't know. I'm assuming they do.
I think the government knows everything. It's
Mhm.
not like they're pretty much like there's like a chip in your head. They probably did it at birth.
Probably.
Yeah. When
Oh
they
well.
smack you in the head, they're putting the chip. They're implanting the chip.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I was sent today, but I don't like I don't like squeamish videos that make you squeamish, so I didn't really look at it. But I was sent a video of
Oh
like,
my. I just saw it. Oh my.
let me not interrupt. Let me give the
Oh
mic
my.
to Captain. Go
Oh
ahead,
my.
Captain.
Ooh. Woo.
I
I'm
told
gonna
you.
I'm gonna need a
You,
shot of whiskey. Be right back.
you know,
I
do you
told
know
you.
how they do reaction videos on
Mhm.
YouTube? I wish that we could video your reaction of you watching this
Woo.
because I would love to see everybody's face when they're
I
watching
would
it.
never have guessed Paul
Someone could
would
literally
stoop
shove a
to
cock in
such
my mouth
levels.
because my mouth is so open right now.
I would
I'm
never
open.
expect him to stoop to such levels, but my oh my.
I mean, I
Why would
kind
you
of.
think?
I didn't peg him out to be that type of person. He just looked like he was a nerd, like, during his season, and he was all germophobic and mosquito nets and all this shit, and he's busting it right. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Well, what can I say? He likes to keep it in the family.
Yeah, he's busting it open over
Yes.
there. Yep, he is.
I
Yeah.
am dying right now. I can't believe that shit.
So what's going on in the video? Describe it.
Like, how would you describe it? It's like, okay, so basically, Paul is on the bed masturbating with his, penis, and his cousin is turned over with his ass, shaking it. Okay. And what I can only imagine is a really shitty webcam.
Yeah, the quality's poor.
It's pretty. It looks like one of those. It
Poor
looks like first
quality.
of all,
you
it just looks like he's having his friend over, and then all of a sudden, the naked.
Yeah, like they
You
started
know,
off
it's like they went
like
from one cut to the other.
like they started off playing Dungeons and Dragons video games, and all of a sudden it escalated. It
And
escalated to
then
some
it,
shit.
it's like they're all flabby, and they
Yeah, it
have like.
escalated to some dark shit. Yeah, he's there.
Fucking, like, oh my god.
Someone said
fucking
George's
dead.
laugh is killing me.
Yeah,
I can't
George's laugh
breathe.
is contagious.
I'm jealous. George is probably drunk, and I'm not.
I am.
I
I am.
should be drunk. I should be fucking drunk after what I just saw.
Nah, I'm gonna get drunk after what I just saw. Fuck that.
Oh my god.
Oh, Paul and all his 700 suitcases is sitting on that bed like. Oh
So you
my
said the quality
god.
was shitty. What? So you wish it was 4K?
Yeah, they could have at least. I mean, if they're gonna charge $30, they should at least put it in 4K.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
should look like it
Come on.
was filmed on a fat back TV, one of those tube TVs.
I'm just like, I cannot believe this shit.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I didn't expect that. Oh my god,
Well,
Paul.
so this was a fun dig into the Paul and Karine story. I had no idea that y'all weren't aware of any
Oh
of
god,
this.
hold on. I'm actually watching the video.
Oh my god, did you
Oh
find the video?
yeah, hold on. I'm watching.
Paul's penis is so small though. You can hardly see with all that hair.
No, it's literally
It's like a bush. It's like a Bin Laden a beard surrounding a little Frank, a little
An egg in a nest.
a little piggy in a blanket surrounded by a nest of Bin Laden's beard.
I can't breathe.
Anybody that wants to see it, let me know. I'll DM it to you.
If
This
you
is
want to see
so
the video,
crazy.
Let
This
me
is
know.
so
Just
insane.
slide into my
Crazy.
DMs. I'll send it to you.
you can't unsee it, guys. So be very,
Okay.
very
Do you
aware
want
that
me? Should
once.
I look at it or no?
I mean, you
I
don't
mean,
have to look at the video. Just look at the still pictures. They're really
Okay.
grainy, so you're not really. It's like you're looking
Yeah.
with your eyes peeking.
Okay, then send me the link, I guess.
There you go.
Okay. What, in DMs or something? Or text?
Wait, Captain, where'd you go? Oh,
Oh,
she's muted.
okay. Well, somebody texted me that's listening. What did I just listen to? I just joined the podcast.
Oh, jeez. I didn't realize that people could have just been entering. Okay, so let's do a 90-second catch up. So Paul posted that Karine is pregnant by her 50-year-old boyfriend, and they're still married, and she's filmed OnlyFans content that he's gonna post later on his OnlyFans. And then I brought up the fact that Paul, his OnlyFans in Brazil, it consisted of him banging Karine's male
Oh,
cousin.
by
And
the way, someone posted a link in the chat of the Twitter space.
oh, it just got real. Guys, if you want to watch the video, we do not advise it. If you are squeamish
I want to see it. I want
or
to see it. I want to see it.
if you're squeamish or you're scared of gross things, I don't recommend it. But if y'all want to see what we saw, it's there. You know how people say, I'm just going to leave this right
Oh,
here?
yo, the
They
person
just,
that posted it like deleted their tweet, but I have the link.
oh, it's
Oh.
gone. Okay. So yeah, but you can't unsee it. I
Okay.
saw this like over a year ago, and I still remember it vividly. Like this, you can't unsee it.
I want to study this for scientific purpose
Okay.
research.
All right. I'm gonna look at it. Okay.
Okay, look at it.
Okay,
Okay.
so
And this is the one. Is this before I clicked it says Paul is doing OF videos with Karina's brother-in-law. That's the one, right? Okay.
yes,
I'm gonna look at it. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Are you hard?
Wait. No. Wait. But the photo that's I'm confused. The photo I don't want to zoom in, but the photo that pops up, it's like really small. I have to zoom in. I don't want to zoom in though.
you have to click on the photo.
No,
Oh
but
my
then I have to
god,
like
what the
zoom. Okay,
fuck?
fine. I'll zoom in. Fuck it. Okay. Yeah, it's great. It's gross, but I don't have.
Hurry. Oh, I saw it. Okay.
I don't know. It's just yeah. It looks. It's creepy. It's just creepy and gross. That's all I could. That's all that comes to mind.
Yeah,
It looks like someone was held at gunpoint to do this porno. It seems like honestly.
Hmm.
Yeah, it looks like a hostage situation. Like somebody.
But who's the kidnapper and who's the
It
kidnappee?
looks like they're making Paul jerk off at gunpoint. He can't even find.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like the
he's not hard. He can't even find it. He
it,
looks like he's under duress.
it looks like the like foreplay scene in a snuff video.
I can't forward it to anyone. I don't know
Okay,
why.
do y'all, okay. Here's the deal. I could post a link and then I'll delete the tweet in like 20 minutes or something.
All right,
How
post
about
the
that?
link to everybody that's on, and then delete it before the show ends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. So all right, I just posted it like in the chat of the Twitter space, but then I'll delete the tweet at the end of it. So, assuming, or yeah, somebody liked the tweet, so I think somebody found it. Anyways, this is a nice detour that was unexpected.
Yeah, I thought y'all knew. But you know what? I told y'all a couple years ago there was like a OnlyFans like Pornageddon or whatever. Like all the OnlyFans content got leaked on Reddit.
Hmm.
And I told you it was like everybody, like Rebecca, Paula, like everybody's OnlyFans got leaked at the same time. And that's when I saw all of it because people kept sending it to me.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all out there. You just have to look for it. I just don't want to see it, so I didn't look.
Yeah, for the people that are
Let me
listening,
give
that
you guys a word of advice, George and Shabooty. When people send you stuff you don't want to look at, you send it to me and Coco. We'll look at
Exactly.
it. We'll look at it and we'll describe it to you.
okay, are
Yeah, that
are
works. That
are
works.
Okay, on Shabooty, on a score of like stiffy to like revolting, how was it?
no, I said it looked like the first scene before a snuff video.
Yeah,
That's
it's like a scene. Like
actually
if you go on amateur porn, that's what
Mhm.
the kind of shit you'll find. Like people making shit at home.
Yeah,
Those.
it just looked like
yeah.
two people that shouldn't have their pants off.
Yeah, they look like two people that shouldn't be in the same room naked.
Yeah.
Somebody's
If you
enjoying
want to
it, the other
eat,
one
you
is
will
not.
suck. No, I think what happened was that like the cousin's father was like, if you want to eat, you gotta suck the meat.
Oh,
S-
I
You
mean,
gotta earn your stay, buddy.
Yeah.
he was staying there.
Someone that's listening said, "I wish I stayed curious." Hashtag oh nah.
See, I told y'all. Once you go to the dark side, you can never come back, right? So I told y'all, be sure that this is where you want to go tonight, right? Because there's no detours.
Hmm.
True. Yeah.
Once you go Paul, you never go back.
And who said Twitter's dead? It's still alive thanks to us. No.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Twitter
no.
is still alive.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I guess in 8 or 9 months, we'll see how true the Karine being pregnant story is. Right?
Mm.
I guess we'll figure that out. He also mentioned in that she's having immigration issues. So I wonder what that means.
Yeah, I
Right?
don't.
Because I'm wondering if she's gonna get, because the new president is gonna kick everybody out. So I wonder if her immigration issues are gonna be an issue for her
Mhm.
because she's still here and her husband is not. I don't know how the K-1 visa works, but I think he would have to be in America, right? Like I don't know. I'm not any type of lawyer or immigration. I don't know, but I would assuming him being in Brazil and not being here, and her being, because he's her sponsor, and he's
Hmm.
not being here. I'm wondering if that's why she's having immigration issues.
Who
Well,
knows?
she's gonna find out soon. When the changing of the guard comes, she'll find out.
Yeah, she'll find out really
Yeah, because
quickly
and plus
with a
she's already on, on the radar for having her kids taken away and all that domestic violence shit. So that those are probably going to be the ones they're going to pick off first. The ones that have complicated
Mhm.
situations with law enforcement and the government itself. They're going to start
yeah.
picking off those first. So she's going to find out soon. But sidebar, somebody said that Adnan posted a picture of a baby. Did him and Tiger Lily did have a baby?
I think that
I
was I
I
think that was clickbait.
yeah, I saw that post and I don't think that they had a baby. I feel like if they did, I would know about it by now.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
the picture, it didn't look like it was his baby, so I wasn't convinced.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a little bit more to convince me on things. I wasn't
Well,
convinced.
first of all, if they really had a real baby and they wanted to make a real announcement, it would be like a cross post with the TLC official 90-day fiance account, right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Just like when Annie and Robert
mhm.
had their baby, it was TLC. Everybody was involved in that.
Or like what's her
So
face,
yeah.
Bilal and whatever, Shada.
Oh, and Shada. Yeah. So yeah, TLC would be a part of that. Whenever they welcome a new baby into the 90-day universe, everybody's it's a TLC's involved. The accounts are involved. So I don't think, I hate to sound rude, but I don't know if Tiger Lily is like able to have a kid. I
Hmm.
feel like Tiger Lily is probably one of those people who's either on an IUD or got her tubes tied and just didn't tell anybody.
Hmm.
Because I don't know. Because when Adnan said in the car that he wanted to have like 5 or 6 kids, she was just like,
Holy
"Oh,
shit.
yeah."
Yeah,
Did you see that in the car? He said he
he
wanted
Yeah.
to
said
have
he
like
wanted
five or
to
six
like
kids.
how old she says she's like 35,
No,
40?
she's like 41 or something.
She's 40, 41
She's
or
not,
Bullshit.
42.
I
Yeah.
refuse to believe because she looks
she's not,
awful. She
yeah,
looks awful.
she's not having no babies. She's
Well,
done with that.
Hmm.
Especially
I
from a
know it's
22-year-old that is not, is broke practically. She's
okay.
not
So
doing
the
that.
news online, the word online is that his family is rich now. That's what people have been telling me.
If that
Well,
was
I
the
mean,
So
case, if that was the case, he wouldn't marry her.
wait,
well,
because
he probably married her for green card status. Just because you're rich doesn't mean you can cross over into the U.S. so
right,
easily.
right.
But
I heard
that wedding was very elaborate. So I don't think it was her
so
money. I think it might have been his money.
the word on the street is that she's a professional gold digger. That's how she ended up with her first husband. That's how she ended up with
Well, it's
Adnan.
not a word on the
There,
street; it's a fact.
well, yeah,
Hmm.
that's what they're saying online. They're saying that it's no coincidence that
Yeah.
the first husband had all this money, and then Adnan's family. Adnan. Okay, so what they're saying is Adnan has no money. His family has a shit ton of money. That's what they're saying.
Hmm.
And his family's money is their money. They don't give that to. They don't carry that over into the marriage.
Well, if
That
he
money
was to,
stays
but I
money.
think if he was to come over here with her, they would take care of him, and that she would fall into that category of getting taken care of. So like I feel like if he came over here, they would make sure that he has money, and then she would just dip her hand in the pot.
But I don't think that. I think that it's more of a storyline per se. If he does come from money, the last thing they're gonna let him do is marry a woman that is not of childbearing age,
Hmm.
Yeah,
because
that's true.
True.
that's very important to their bloodlines. So if their storyline is fake, which if he has money, their storyline is fake, and it's just for, you know, either a green card or for him to be on TV because he probably decided he wants to be an actor or a television model, whatever the
Hmm.
fuck he wants to be, and they're entertaining that. But as far as marrying a woman of not childbearing age in their culture, I don't think they will allow that.
I think that's a
Yeah,
keen observation.
yeah, you're right. That's why Jenny's issues with Submit's parents were so bad. She couldn't bear no kids. That was the main
But,
issue. And actually, Usman and both of his Lisa and Kim, that was the main issue. They couldn't give kids. So you're right.
mm,
That would be a huge issue. And isn't
Especially if he has money, that means his kids will inherit his money. And
yep.
if she can't bear any children, that's gonna end right there. He's not gonna take that chance of the money ending right there with her. You know?
Yeah, you're
mm.
right.
But this is a different subject. But speaking of Usman, did you see him in the? He was in a. He went. I guess he flew to the UK to promote a tattoo parlor, and he got like a free tattoo, and he promoted the tattoo place in his Instagram.
I saw it. I saw it. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty surprised because in his tribe,
Hmm.
for his well, he's Muslim, but also there's a tribe of Muslim that he's a part of. You aren't supposed to have tattoos.
Hmm.
So I was
Right.
pretty surprised by that. And in his tribe, nobody gets tattoos, nobody has sex before marriage, nobody like there's things that you just don't do. And I was really surprised that he posted him getting a tattoo online because if you read the comments on the post, a lot of people from his tribe, like if you read the comments, it was in another language, but if you click translate,
Hmm.
a lot of people from his area where he's from, in like Sokoto and parts of Nigeria, they were destroying him in the comments, basically telling him, "Don't ever come back here. You're not welcome." So I was kind of surprised that he posted and did that.
Oh, I didn't see. You did good. You did good investigation because I didn't read the comments.
I read them because there were so many like in his language, like
Hmm.
his native language, that I couldn't read. I had to click translate on them, and people were like, "Why are you renouncing your religion? And why are you doing that? You cannot be blessed. What would your mother think?" Like there were so many people from his tribe
Hmm.
basically calling him out, like, "How dare you do that? That's disrespectful to our religion." So I'm wondering, because that, well, my mind, the next thing I was like, well, maybe he got approved and he knows he doesn't have to go back there for a
Well,
visa. Because I was like, well,
eventually he got to go back to his hometown. Eventually, it's not like you just write it off and never go back.
I mean, yeah, you got to go back at some point. Yeah, you're 100% right. But I was like, maybe he, because he got over to Mexico
Hmm.
to film the 90-day
Hmm.
house, the single house. So I was like, maybe he got approved and now he's just living his
Oh,
best life because he knows that he
Us,
has permanent
Usman
residence.
Usman is gonna be in the 90-day house.
In Mexico, yeah.
Yeah, in
Oh.
Mexico. Yeah.
Oh, not the last resort. I'm thinking the last resort.
No, no, no,
Uh,
not the last
Oh, by the
oh,
way,
the
resort.
I have
90
a
day
I have like
house.
a smidgen of tea. I think like I'm not saying they like hooked up in any way, but in the singles house he was flirting with like with Courtney or whatever.
Yeah, you know what? They started that before. I want to say a few months ago. Courtney posted a post and he commented on her post and was like, "You look good, my queen," or
Mm-hmm.
something. Like they started this a while ago, flirting.
Hmm.
So I wasn't really surprised when I heard that they were like hanging around each other in the 90-day house, because I was like, they kind of were flirting a little bit online. It didn't go anywhere. Nobody really cared,
Yeah.
but I did notice that she posted a picture and he was like thirst trapping in her comments,
Hmm.
and then she would post again, he would thirst trap again. So I was like, oh, okay, I can see that. And then so when they actually got to meet in person, I was like, maybe,
I
maybe there
mean,
was something there. I don't
we
know.
we all know Cordy's not wrapped too tight, so she, I wouldn't put it past her to be on TV. I mean, I think she's fucking hilarious. She was 90-day gold, Courtney,
Oh yeah,
especially when she
she
went
is.
on the
She's
diaries and she's smashing the cakes with her feet.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, she's
yeah,
90-day
I love
gold,
her.
but she's not wrapped too tight, so she might do some shit like that for publicity to stay on the show.
I mean, if Usman is gonna be in the U.S., that 90 Day Fiance is gonna put him on something. If he's able to get here, they're gonna put him on, just like they were so quick to put him on that 90-day house. So, well, a lot of people kept saying like, if you can get to Mexico, you can probably get here, right? Like it's pretty close. Like so,
Well,
if he was,
he
because
better hurry
when
up before they close that border.
yeah, that's true. Because when he was with Lisa, Lisa said that he got denied for everything that they applied for. Anything that they tried to get him a visa for, they denied. And when he got approved for the UK, he got approved for the Mexico trip. I was like, maybe he is coming over here. Well, like you said, he's got a clock on it
Yeah,
now.
he's
You got to
definitely
get
Hmm.
it
got a
together
clock
because
on it because that's all gonna shut down.
yeah, there's certain
Yep,
countries that this guy doesn't like.
yep,
So if you're coming from one of those countries, he's gonna make it difficult.
exactly. He's gonna,
By the way, you could hear me. Can you hear me?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, my app crashed, but I'm back.
Oh, were you gone? I didn't even know.
Yeah, I came back
He went to get a drink.
though.
Yeah. After what
That's
you
okay,
saw, you needed
Shabooty.
to
I
get a
went to get
drink.
one too.
No, I didn't. No, I'm not drinking yet, but maybe Sunday I will because I'm off Monday for
Oh yeah,
Veterans Day.
Monday's a day off.
Oh yeah, holiday. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Okay, so I got a message about Courtney. Should I read some of it?
Mm.
Oh,
Yes.
new information. Yeah, let's hear
Well,
it.
let me preface it with like if there's stuff in there, let me just say capital letters allegedly,
Mm.
meaning like I don't even
Okay.
even I don't necessarily believe it. So yeah, don't take this with a grain of salt. But anyway, let's just say I'm gonna just read some stuff. It says Colt and Courtney kissed on the island, meaning like the singles house, and then
Okay.
let's say parentheses making a fake couple. there was an attack on Usman because he was Courtney's first quote unquote romantic partner. And then this part is the extra allegedly part. She works as a sugar baby in the United States, even though she's too old and fat for that.
Whoa, Courtney is she's
What?
actually on Ozempic, and she's actually on Ozempic, and she actually
Okay.
lost a bunch of weight. She looks
Yeah.
good, but
So yeah, that's not my. I'm just reading a message I got. That's all.
so you're saying that? Well, no, they're saying that Courtney and Soldier Boy hooked up,
I don't know if
Hmm.
they.
right?
I don't know if they've. Maybe they're
Like
just
I
like fooling
said,
around.
she's not wrapped too tight, so
Well, didn't it say romantic partner?
Yeah, but I don't know if that. I don't know if it went all the way. Maybe they're just like making
Because
out or something.
yeah, I was gonna say Usman's not supposed to be doing that, but we all know he raw dogged baby girl Lisa on
uh,
that trip, so we know that he does
We
what
know
he
he's
does.
capable of boy
uh,
bang Kimberly too. So
yeah,
Yeah, so we know he's capable of
yeah,
what he's capable of.
yeah,
he was
there's no
banging
slowing
out.
it down with the Yammies in play.
Yeah, he was banging out all them bejitas.
So Courtney, so that means Courtney was messing around with Usman and Colt
Yeah,
all on the same trip.
yeah.
So interesting. And
Mhm.
technically the cult stuff is still going on from what we're hearing. It's still lingering. So,
She's
Let's
probably
I don't
gonna
see.
know.
she's probably gonna go with whoever has the longer shelf life on the 90-day franchise. She already knows
See,
Colt is at the end of his 90-day whatever, and Usman might just be starting his, so that might be the better pick for her.
you're right.
Has a longer shelf
Yeah,
life.
Yeah,
no, I think exactly what Captain just said. Where so I think before they filmed, the plan Courtney had a plan with Usman to be like the couple before they started filming, and then when they got to the singles house in Mexico, Courtney did the 180 against Usman and said, "You know what? I'm actually gonna holler at Colt because he has a bigger name in the 90-day world."
Yeah, but
I can see that.
yeah,
Yeah.
but Usman, if Usman is already gonna be on the single show. And if she hooks up with Usman, she could take it to the other 90-day the other way. She could take it to 90-day before the 90 days. It has a longer shelf life than Colt. Colt is at the end of his rope. He broke his leg again, so he's not going to
Mhm.
be on any other shows.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what makes you think Courtney would want to go to Nigeria? No offense to
I,
Nigeria.
I think Courtney would like to be anywhere on the television. It doesn't matter what part of the television or what show, but if it's on TV,
Mhm,
she's a fame whore. She's a fame whore.
mhm,
You can tell, but just by her
And
seasons.
and the best part about the other way is you don't actually have to move anywhere. You just have to go there for a few weeks.
Exactly,
mhm.
and she went
It's
she went all the way to what was it on the diary? She went to some place to meet some guy. Was it Indonesia or some weird place? Remember, it's like
oh my
in Asia.
god,
In
I
Asia,
remember
she went all the
that.
way over there to meet some guy she met online.
Yep,
Mhm.
I remember that, and it
Yeah,
didn't work
and
out.
then
He
it
didn't. He
didn't
didn't
work
even
out. So
like
then she
her.
went to another country to meet some guy, to meet some other guy from the. Remember the guy she met, the Middle Eastern guy. I forgot what country that was. That they met up and they didn't go so well in diaries. And then she went to another Asian country and she's walking up like the it's like a monument or some sort of thing. And she's gonna meet up with this guy. Remember, there's like monkeys all around the place. That was how her diaries ended. She was meeting up with some other guy that she switched over to since the one that she went to meet up with didn't work out. She hopped on a
Yeah.
flight and
Yeah,
then went to meet somebody else.
and then she actually met a local guy in Orlando that she lived with during COVID.
Yeah,
Remember that? That was
the
on
period cup guy.
that was on
The period
that
cup.
was on 90-day
Yeah,
quarantine.
the guy that
Mhm.
sell the period cups.
Yes.
Yeah,
So yeah, you're right. She does. She
if
does get her ass on the screen a
yeah,
lot. You're right.
if it means being on television, she'll do what she got to do. Don't be
Does
surprised. You don't see her with Usman.
George, does Courtney live with her parents?
Yeah, she does.
Okay, so then I have a little tea where I heard through this same grapevine that let me see, that on Sunday she and her parents kicked Colt out of the rented house in which they live.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
I so he's kicked out now.
Yeah,
He's no
they
longer
kicked
there.
her as of Sunday. They kicked Cole out of the house, and I need to make an Instagram post on this stuff before it leaks further.
Yeah. You know, there are certain people who will just take this and just steal it,
Yeah,
word for word.
Sure.
I see. Interesting. I never saw him, but I haven't seen Cortney either, actually.
Mhm.
But we don't live far away from each other. But I don't see them every day. I don't see people every day. But interesting. I thought I would have heard of Colt being here unless he literally never left the house. Like whenever there's something 90-day going on, people text me. They're like, "Oh, did you see Jovi and Yard? Did you see?" Whenever people are at Disney World, they're like, "Did you see Robert and Annie?" Like I always see people tell me stuff, but I didn't hear anything about Colt, so it's really interesting.
True. Well, that's the cold. Oh, and then I have video of his injury, but I didn't look at it because I'm not into like gross videos.
Oh yeah, I'm not a I don't watch like the Dr. Pimple Popper
Yeah.
or
Send
the
send send
surgery.
all gross videos to me, Coco. We'll dissect them. We'll dissect them and then we'll describe them to you.
Yeah, I could send you his like fucked up leg gross video.
Hmm.
Ew.
I'll look at it and I'll describe it to you as nicely as I can without you vomiting.
Okay, hold on, let me try to see if I could download it. Yeah, because I played like 2 seconds of it, then I stopped it because I didn't want to see it.
So he got kicked
Yeah,
out of Courtney's house. That means that he has no longer he has no longer value to her.
Mhm.
Like, get out of here with your broken leg. That's it. We finished filming. Get out.
Okay, do you want me to text it to y'all?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. It's
Wait, how did you download it without looking at it?
I don't know, but it was sent to me and then I downloaded it.
Oh,
I don't like it was DM to me and then I downloaded it. Anyway, I sent it, but I'm not looking at it because it's probably gross. It's probably grosser than the Paul video.
yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm not an open wound person,
Yeah,
right? Like
it's probably like
I'm.
an open wound, like a
Yeah,
gaping leg wound.
I could never be like a emergency medical responder. Like I can't. No, I couldn't. Like the ambulance people when they go to the car wrecks and they cut the people out. Nah, I couldn't do it. I would pass out and die from the grossness. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, maybe Captain's probably watching it now.
No, it's not
Yeah.
gross. It's just yeah, no, it's just a bunch of stitches, like a long scar, a long train track of stitches. There's no gaping wound, there's no blood, no bone, no guts. Just he's showing off all the stitches, maybe like 100 stitches on his leg. That's it. Nothing to be scared about.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
so
just stitches.
did anybody notice that Statler has been advertising her podcast lately?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Um,
that.
I don't think that she's actually aired one yet, but she's been like advertising that she's recording it. So, what do you think she's going to be talking about? Because technically, she's under an NDA for almost a full year after the last tell all airs. So, or do you think she just doesn't care? You think she's just going to do whatever she
Didn't she
wants?
break
Because,
her NDA telling us about what was coming up on the season before it aired?
yeah, she did. That's
So
what.
then,
So, do you think she just doesn't give a crap?
yeah,
She
she doesn't
doesn't
give a
care?
fuck. She's gonna go on there and talk all the shit she wants.
But I think that she's doing it. Do you remember back in the day there was a chick named Stephanie, and she was from Detroit, and she was with, oh my gosh, it was I think he was from the Dominican Republic. Can't remember his name, and she bought him a bunch of watches when she went
Mhm.
there, and when she
Yes,
got
yes, yes. Stephanie, that was always
The one that was on Love
yes,
in
yeah.
Paradise.
yeah.
He
So
wasn't from Dominican Republic. He was from Jamaica.
oh, Jamaica. Okay,
Jamaica.
so she did the exact same thing. So if y'all remember, they wouldn't let her go to the tell all.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
she did like a podcast and
Right.
she did her
Right.
own tell all.
Right.
So I was like, I wonder if Statler wants to do her own tell all. She wants to tell her side, and since Sharp won't let her, she's gonna do it like her style, like her podcast. I was like, because that's what Stephanie did. They wouldn't let her go
Yeah.
back to the
Mhm.
tell all because they got rid of her. They fired her because she opened a lawsuit against
Yeah,
Sharp
because she said
Entertainment.
that he raped her. Remember, she said that the guy
Yeah.
came back to the room and raped her, and that the producers knew about it. But everybody was always saying that she was always hocked up on pills and alcohol because she was always drunk
Yes.
and high. But then she said he came back to the room and raped her, and that they wouldn't do anything about it when she complained. It got really dark. That
Yeah,
night
it
just got
did.
really dark.
Like I feel with the Statler podcast, I think her angle, at least initially, will be is to get people on and have the people that come on spill their own tea versus she spilling her tea.
Well, Other people. Okay, so you think other cast
Yeah,
members?
she
She
wants
wants
to
to get
set
other
up a
cast members to
platform
do it.
for others to kind of say their piece and spill their own tea versus her spilling all her shit. Though I'm
Yeah,
sure
but
she's gonna say her shit.
nobody under NDA is gonna do that.
No,
And nobody
nobody
that
who
wants to
could.
stay on the franchise is gonna do that either.
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, you're right. Nobody who has a future with
Yep.
being back on the show is gonna risk it for her podcast. No
Mhm.
one's gonna do that. Maybe if she went like to other shows, like other networks, other reality people, maybe.
Maybe if she
You
came on
know,
here, and spilled it, we'd be happy with it.
We did have her
I
on
mean,
here
yeah,
once.
we would let her tell her side.
Yeah,
You know,
of
I have
course.
no issue.
Mhm.
We'd let her talk till 3 o'clock in the morning.
So I heard that Dempsey recorded what like there's gonna be video of Dempsey at the tell all but no Statler. So how do you feel that they would let Dempsey on the show and talk, but they wouldn't let Statler on the show? Do you feel like that's fair?
I mean, yeah, I think that's what's expected based on what transpired.
I mean, I think if you're gonna let one person tell their side, you gotta let the other person tell their side. Like I
Well,
think it's you.
they probably feel like Statler broke her NDA and told her side already.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. She
So
did. She did.
as punishment for being, so hostile towards the network and airing out everything that was going to happen before the season started, and that whole situation with the that she came up with the house and all that
Hmm.
stuff.
Yeah, because it was more than just breaking NDA. It was more. She
Yeah,
was going at the throats
yeah.
of the producers and shit.
Yeah, so they'll probably say, you know what? She already gave her side of the story. She told everybody that Dempsey cheated and that she was forced to find out towards the end, all that other shit that she came out and said. So they probably figured she told her side of the story. So now let's hear Dempsey's.
Yeah, because she was
Yeah,
on the
that's true.
crusade of like production should be more supportive and have mental health counselors and also. So she was like on a further crusade than just breaking NDA.
Yeah, you're right. She was attacking
Hmm.
the integrity of the network
Yeah,
of the company.
yeah.
So, and once you start attacking the integrity of the person who signs your paycheck, you got to expect that it's not going to go well for you. You know, like
Hmm.
they have lawyers on payroll. There's
Yeah.
literally lawyers who come to work every day at 9 a.m. every day.
Hmm.
Like you can't really go after
But
somebody of that
also,
magnitude.
I can't imagine that she thought there was going to be no repercussions for her actions.
Well, honestly, there wasn't anything other than her being disinvited to the
Well,
tell-all.
that's
They
what
didn't
I'm
even.
saying. Like, it can't be a shock that they're not going to invite her back after what she did.
Oh yeah, I mean, but it's funny though because she
She,
complained after the first season.
she's lucky
Yeah.
they didn't
She
sue
was
her.
talking shit. Yeah, she was talking shit after the first season she was on, and they still let her film another season. I thought that was weird because I was like, y'all should have left her alone when she started talking shit about y'all the first time.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
with the second season, she gave us the tea before the season started.
Hmm.
So we're
Yeah,
kind
you're
of
right.
like, okay, so
That
now
was
we know
that was
what's
the
gonna
big
happen.
difference.
So now we know what's gonna happen
Yeah,
because she laid it all out for us right before the season started.
yeah, you're right.
Do you see her on that? I don't know if it's like Adam's Family or something, but there's some movie and they use her visual on the advertisements. Do you see that?
I did see that.
No.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
a Warner
it
Brothers
was.
movie ad, and they shove in like other way like clips, and they use
Yeah, I
Statler
saw that.
pics.
That's
They
funny.
actually did that for like the NBA playoffs or something last year. Like they've been doing that for a while. Like they take something that's airing huge
Mhm.
and then they like put clips of 90 Day Fiance in there. It's pretty cool actually. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of
It's
cool.
cool. I wonder if it annoys Statler.
Probably because I don't think she realizes that they own her likeness
Mhm.
during the whole time of her contract, so they can keep using any clip of her that they want for any reason.
Yeah.
And I know that
Yeah.
probably pisses her off, but she's under contract for a certain amount of time,
Mhm.
so they can literally, if they wanted to be petty, they could just post clips of her all the time online, and there's nothing she can do about it because she signed the contract. I mean, they're not going to, but I think it's funny that they use that because that was probably filmed, long time ago.
Mhm.
That movie has been out of production, out of editing for a long time, so that was probably filmed before she pissed them off. But I think it's funny because it's probably annoying because she doesn't want to be associated
Mhm.
with them anymore, and they're still using her likeness, but they're in legal right to do so.
She's lucky they didn't sue her for breaking the NDA.
I think that they know that she has no money But see,
No,
I was
that's not what
always
I
under
heard.
the
I heard that she comes from the father that adopted her, whatever. That there he's like a high powered lawyer.
yeah. But if they were to sue her for breach of contract, they can't sue her dad. She's an
No,
adult.
they can't sue her dad. But what I'm saying is that he's supposedly he's the one that supports her, financially, whatever. And he's like a big shot lawyer somewhere. I don't know. So if they were to sue her, her dad could, what I'm saying, he could be on her side. He could fight the case or whatever. I'm surprised they didn't sue her for breaching her contract and telling us and spilling the season, like she was saying. Well, if you see me annoyed or pissed off, is because I was forced to film after having found out that Dempsey cheated with XYZ and the producers knew. So she kind of gave us a heads up on her attitude going forward on the season,
Yeah, that's true.
you know? And she was telling
Yeah, I
us
mean,
that she was being used and how she used her. All of this information came out before the season aired.
yeah, you're right. You're right. I think that they should go after people who violated NDA, and it's not really about money. It should be more so that you need to respect the
Your
production of the show.
contract. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think a lot of times a lot of people get away with it because they're like, well, they had no money. The only money they have is whatever we gave them, so there's no reason. I think that you have to go through with the principle. Sometimes you gotta take people. How many times have you watched like celebrities take other celebrities to court and they don't really care about the money? They just want the principle. You did something or you stole something. This is actually happening with Miley Cyrus and Bruno Mars. So apparently Miley's song Flowers is a
Yep.
ripoff of Bruno Mars's If I Was Your Man. And it's not really about the money, but Bruno wants writing
No,
credits
it's,
on the
it's about
song.
the money. He has a huge gambling debt at MGM. Um,
Oh, is it? Oh, so it is about the money.
he owes like I think it's something like 100 million.
$100 million?
Yeah, MGM is a huge story right now. I mean, well, it's been
How,
for a
how would
while.
he ever get $100 million? He's not going to get that from Miley.
Well, I'm just saying, like he owes like it's somewhere between ballpark between 80 to $100 million. He owes the MGM casino.
Oh, well, I don't think they're ever going to get that money. Like, how would he
No,
ever make? I mean, even like Michael Jackson didn't die with that much money to his name. Like, how would he ever get that much money?
I'm just saying what I know.
Well, so apparently that lawsuit is about money. My bad. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that he was hard up for cash. But she basically used lines. She answered lines from his song "When I Was Your Man" as her chorus. So what he said he should have done, she was saying in her song she would do for herself. And I guess that qualifies as plagiarism or copyright infringement of the song. I didn't even know. So I thought it was really interesting that the judge approved the lawsuit to go forward because I didn't even realize that that was like his song because it's not the same lyric. So I was kind of surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Statler she's gonna do her little podcast, and this will be her way to tell us what happened. But I did hear her say that where she wanted to get other cast members to come on, and talk about their issues with production and stuff. And
Yeah, but they're not
like
going
y'all
to do
said,
that because they're not fucking stupid.
well, once you go and start bad mouthing networks, if you ever want to get back on TV, other networks will say, "Oh, well, this person, Scott did that. Scott went on TLC
Yeah,
and he
Yeah.
talked
he
major,
was.
major,
Oh man, that's why she's probably gonna have
right?
the friends of the friendless on her podcast. Scott and a bunch of other people that got kicked off the show.
Well, yeah, people who've already burned
Mhm.
that
Right,
bridge.
she's probably gonna have them just
Exactly.
tearing down TLC left and right.
But Hollywood is a very small place. Once you go and you burn your bridge,
You're
that
not going to
gets
work
around.
anywhere. You're not.
Right.
No one's going to
It
fucking.
gets
Why would they hire you?
it gets around and then you're done because everyone talks to everyone. Hollywood, it's so funny. You go there and you're like, oh, it's Hollywood, this huge place. Everybody knows everybody and
Everybody knows
everything that you did.
everybody. It's not just that, George. It's
Is the internet?
like you.
Is the
It's
internet?
no,
All you
it's
gotta
not.
do is Google
Well,
a person and you'll see.
well,
And then you see some
that.
ass crack.
Yeah, you see some
Well,
ass crack and lip dicks jerking off.
but it's also you see the people who are working. They're working for a reason. It's because they're easy to get along with. They know they know the industry back and forth, and the people want to work with them.
Yeah, they're.
I think I think that Statler's main issue was she wanted to do a TV show, but she was under the impression that reality TV accurately portrays your story. And I think that she was misinformed, just like she was misinformed with her relationship with Dempsey. I think she went in with an expectation that was unreasonable for reality TV. Reality TV is not interested in making a docu-series about you. They're interested in entertaining people and making a shit ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Go
think
to the
that she was
History Channel if you want to do that.
right. And I think when she realized that telling her story was a low priority, but making her look crazy was a high priority, I think that she was pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is. Like anybody who's ever done a reality TV show, ask them. They're like, how accurate was your portrayal on the show? And they will say
Yeah.
2 or 3% of it was me, the rest of it was bullshit. Like that's just what they'll tell you.
Yeah.
There's a reason they have storyboards.
Let me know when you want to start F Mary Kill.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
let's do it.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's start with 3 attractive women.
Okay.
Okay, I'll say that who want before I say the first 3, who wants to answer it first?
I'll answer.
Okay, all right. So
I like games.
okay, these are 3 attractive women. Okay, here goes. The first F Mary Kill. It's Thais, Statler, and then Liz.
I'm gonna marry Liz because I think she'd be such a great wife. I'll fuck Statler because crazy chicks are awesome. And I guess I'll just kill Thais because I just don't really care about them.
Oh jeez.
Oh, sorry. Don't hit me, George. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, so
What about you? What
I
about
guess
you, George?
I would kill Statler.
No.
Um
What?
wait. Who else was it? Thais and
and
who else?
Liz.
Okay, marry Liz, fuck Thais.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Statler. I love you, Statler. I wouldn't like actually do that in real life. I'm not a monster, but you know.
Okay, JLP, you want to go?
I would marry Thais. I think she's hot and everything. I'd fuck Statler because
Oh.
that's what she probably needs, a good fucking. And
Yeah. Get
I'd,
your strap out.
and I'd kill Liz so I can have Shabooty all to myself.
Oh damn.
Wow.
That was a good way to not get muted.
Yeah, I know, right? I'd have
Wow.
Shabooty all to myself. He'd be singing my praises day and night.
Okay, thank you, and I guess it's my turn. So my answers are similar to Coco's, which would be Mary Liz, duh, and then I know Statler's not into men, so no offense, but F Statler, and then kill Thais.
Whoa! Why do y'all hate Thais? This is crazy
I
of
don't
you right
hate her.
now.
I'd marry her. I think she's
have
cute.
anything. Yeah.
I think she's
She
a
is
cute little.
so hot, but
Yeah.
not only is she hot, she's like the nicest person
Yeah,
ever.
she looks like a
She's
little,
legitimately the nicest.
like a little sweetheart.
See, I'm being no fun. I'm reading way too far into this. I should just be having.
Yeah.
Yeah, George.
I gotta stop being so serious.
Oh, and then Hannah, who's listening, helped create that.
Thank you,
Hannah.
Thank you,
Hannah.
Do you want
Hannah.
me to give her like speaking abilities or something?
Yes.
Speaking of those, what
Let's
are you like a wizard?
Yeah.
Let's give Hannah speaking abilities.
wait. Let's let Hannah
She's the F
answer.
Mary Kill mastermind on a lot of these.
Yeah, let's get her answers to it.
Oh. Okay, hold on. They're kind of a Twitter space newbie, so I don't know. Let me see if they can figure out how to speak. Let's see. Okay, well while they're figuring out how to speak, let's go to the next F Mary Kill, okay?
All right, let's do
Okay,
it.
let's go.
Let's do the male version.
Okay, here's the male version, but I don't know if they're gonna be as attractive.
Oh.
Okay, okay, yeah, so this is Hannah can speak now.
Okay, does it work?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, hi everybody.
Hi,
Hey,
Hannah.
Hannah.
Hey.
So you should answer the F Mary Kill if you want.
Okay, which one?
Statler, Thais, and Liz.
Okay, first of all, I'd marry Liz because she's awesome. Thais, I would probably kill because, I don't know, she's just kind of boring to me.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I
True.
agree.
I don't know. Her, like, episode just wasn't, I don't know. But then Statler, yeah. Hers was more interesting, I feel like.
As George, for some reason, George's heart is broken.
I don't know. I can relate more to Statler because I'm also adopted.
Mhm.
Me too.
So,
Okay. All right. Well, now I have an effort kill, but it's it's three guys. Okay. Well, I think Coco should answer first. Let's
Okay.
throw her to the wolves. Okay. All right. So this.
Gladly.
Okay. This one is okay. The best way I could explain some of these. So okay. So there's Ben, the guy with mahogany. There's Gino, and then there's David, the trench coat guy.
Oh my god, you guys are making it so easy for me. I mean, I would totally fuck Ben. I mean, no doubt. So I'll say fuck. I mean, he's a good-looking older guy.
Were you the Bible thumper?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, he's probably really like repressed, so he's
Mhm.
probably really into pegging and like getting slapped around.
You said he's good looking,
Yeah, I thought he was cute.
even with his weird eye.
I didn't
Yeah,
notice that.
he's not as bad as the other two.
He's not
Yeah,
ugly.
he's not as bad
yeah,
as the other
he's
two.
not
Well,
that
his
ugly.
eyes
He's not
are
a
always
cult or like, you know, a pole.
his eyes are always looking in different directions.
Well, maybe that's because he's really sexually repressed.
I mean, okay, that's a
Um,
way to describe it.
okay. Oh shit. Okay. Marry. Who am I gonna marry? I'll probably marry Gino, cause like he's like kind of like non-threatening, so that's good. And I just killed what's his name, David?
Yeah.
Yeah, cause that fucking hair, Jesus Christ. That should be, you know, enough for me to murder him. So yeah, there you go. I'd fuck Ben, marry Gino, and obviously kill Trenchcoat Man.
Oh, he lives in Vegas, right?
Oh my god,
Yes.
he does!
Yeah.
Yes, he
You
does.
could hang out with him.
He
He
really looks like
also has an RV, so y'all can go like on trips together.
go fuck yourself, George. You fucking cunt. You
I mean,
fucking
he's
cunt.
he's an older guy. I thought
Wait,
maybe you would be
you can go with his
interested.
cats in the RV.
Well, you know, I'm allergic to pussy, so
to the people.
no, I really am allergic.
Oh, you
Like
weren't
for real?
being funny.
No. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah. I'm allergic to cats.
True. To the people that are listening, I posted a photo of those three guys in the chat.
Yeah, I want to know what everyone thinks. I'm gonna go in the chat and see what some answers are. Oh my god, there's so many comments.
Oh, did JLP has to answer, right?
Well, me, I'd fuck Ben. I think he's not a bad looking dude, and yeah, maybe.
Y'all are so
Yeah,
weird.
no.
No, we're not,
Well,
George.
I mean, he's not
Look at the choices we
exactly.
have.
He's not.
Excuse
Out of the
me.
three.
He's the most normal looking guy
Exactly
out of all of
out
them.
of all three. I'd kill Gino, just so he can rest finally without that hat on and all that insecurity about the patch in his hair. You know, I feel like that's really dominating a major part of his life, that little patch of hair and that hat situation. I'd put him out of his misery. And I'd marry David. I like the idea of traveling in an RV with a bunch of cats and a toupee. So yeah, I'd marry David.
Yeah, but you have
I
to sleep
mean,
with him.
Yeah, no doubt.
you don't have to sleep with David. Remember, he
Yeah.
sent all that money to Lana, and she
I
stood him up like 3
probably just
times. You
gotta
don't even
show it
have.
to him twice a week, and that's fine.
Mm.
Yeah, just show it to him
Show him,
and let him see
so
it.
let him see it twice a week, and that's fine with him. He's a millionaire too, man. He has money.
He is.
Yeah,
He
so
is.
there you go.
And look, if you show it to him, he would probably finish right then and there.
Exactly. Just show him a little peek of it. A little
Perfect. One pump and done.
Yeah.
Great.
I showed it to him through the mirror so he can touch it on the mirror.
I feel like he would walk around in the trench coat with nothing underneath it.
Oh, he definitely would do that. I can see that.
Yes.
Can I call him the Flasher?
Yeah,
True.
yeah, I can see that. He probably owns a trench coat in every color.
Well, luckily George and I don't have to answer that one.
Yes, you do.
No,
You
no.
absolutely
We
do.
answered the women one.
Yeah, excuse
Exactly. We
me.
had to answer the one about the
3
women.
hot women.
Fair is fair.
I mean, we still had to
That would-
answer them regardless.
Oh,
How?
okay. I would say I would marry Gino because he's my homie,
Oh.
and then I would. I think I would kill Ben, and then no homo to the trench coat guy.
Oh, so this is what homies do now. Okay.
No
Yeah,
goodie.
DL George.
My homies and I are not that close, I guess.
Oh.
So, okay, so I'll kill David, kill Ben, and kill Gino.
Oh, come on, you gotta be more entertaining
Oh,
than
you
that.
son of a bitch! You can't do that.
Okay. I'll kill Ben because he's weirdly religious, and I'm from a religious cult, so I can't do that. I guess I'd have to marry Gino because if he won't bang Jasmine, he's not gonna bang me. And I guess I would have to.
Whoa. Just because he won't bang
What?
Jasmine doesn't mean he won't bang you.
What?
Quite the opposite, my friend.
Quite the opposite.
Okay, and
But
then
you're doing good. You're doing good. Keep going.
Keep going.
and I guess the last one is trench coat guy,
Mm.
but I would have to be drugged and drunk and partially unconscious. But yeah, got it.
Oh, so like normal.
You know, a normal
Like a
encounter for me on
a normal Friday for us.
a Friday night.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday night.
Okay,
for me.
here's another batch of 3 men that aren't necessarily that great.
Okay,
Are
I'm
they? Are
ready.
any of them
I'm
great?
ready.
Okay.
I'm ready, baby.
Okay. Asuelu,
Oh,
Paul,
fuck.
Asuelu,
This is
Paul,
one
and
of
then
my
Muhammad
favorite
that was with
ones.
Smelly Danielle.
Oh, fuck you all to hell. Oh God, really?
Paul, this Paul thing has a new meaning for y'all right now, right?
Oh my
Once
God,
you see
shit.
that, you can't think of anything else, bro.
And,
You can't. That's the first thing you think about when you see him now.
and just for the record, these are from the mastermind is Hannah, who sounds very innocent, but it's all from her brain.
All right. Well, okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, it
Fuck
makes
Asuelo.
What?
Fuck
He had
Asuelo.
like thrush.
Okay, I know for fuck Asuelo.
Okay.
Kill Paul because obviously. I guess marry Muhammad. Oh, God.
So you would marry Muhammad? You said.
I mean, yeah, because he'd be living in a total separate area of the house. I would never have to see
he would be on the
him.
road driving truck.
Yeah, and he wouldn't sleep in the bed with Danielle. You're right. He slept in a different room.
Yeah.
So that's true. That's true.
Well, that was because he didn't like Danielle. Period. Because he got married and had a kid and everything after Danielle. He just didn't like Danielle. Period. Because Danielle
he was
wanted.
banging. Remember, he was banging some chick in Miami, and
Yeah,
Danielle
I
threw a
remember the blonde girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he just didn't want to fuck Danielle, but he won't want to fuck you, Coco. He definitely want to fuck you. So he's not gonna go for that.
Yeah,
Sleeping
and
in
that's
another room bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
no, he'll be sleeping in the room with the door locked, and I have the key. So yes.
Well, as far as that trio is concerned, I would probably kill Paul because he's got to be put down.
Sure.
Yeah, he's just running around like a rabid dog doing
Fucking
crazy
your
shit.
cousins.
Fucking cousins. Fucking cousins running around Brazil doing all kind of weird shit. So he has to be put down. Muhammad, I'd give him a good go around the block. You know,
You
that's
give him a
fine.
good spanking, would you?
I'd screw his brains out, and I'd marry Asuelo. I'd marry a Suelo because I mean,
He's dumb.
who doesn't need another house plant, right?
That's true.
Yeah, just a
You're
dum
very
dum,
right.
I can
Hmm.
get free yogurt at the mall every time I go by.
Frozen yogurt.
And just somebody to sit, yeah, frozen yogurt, just somebody to sit around and play volleyball and
No, she's talking about the yeast infection.
like a yeah, like a house plant just sitting in the corner. So yeah, I'd marry a Suelo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I make them do those little dances every time my family comes over for entertainment. I make them do a little dance
The
to
Samoan dance.
entertain
Okay,
That
everybody.
reminds me.
I have
That
a
reminds me of that song "Dance Monkey," where you make people
Dance Monkey.
dance. It's funny.
Yeah.
I have a fuck Mary kill for you boys.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Danielle from Muhammad and Danielle. Daniela with the newer one.
Who?
Johan?
Wait, who?
Danielle Jovan and Jovan.
Johan.
Oh, so we're doing Danielle and Danielle.
Yeah, with Danielle, and
Rain.
and Jenny.
Wait, Jasmine and Jenny?
Yes.
Oh God.
Jenny.
Wait, Danielle.
So evil. I love it.
Danielle,
So
Jenny.
evil. Yes.
This.
I gotta think
That.
about this.
No, this is
Oh,
easy.
you go
This is
first then,
easy
because
for
I gotta think
Yo,
about
me.
these are good. We gotta save some
Yes.
of these for next
it.
week, man. We can't blow them all on today.
No, we
So
won't. This is a fun one.
this is easy because Jenny would be wifey material
Okay.
because she's a loyal day one OG ride or die.
Jenny's definitely wifey
She's stuck.
material.
Yeah, she's stuck by submit no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so yeah, Jenny's wifey material. Um the leprechaun Danielle I would kill
Yeah. Too much
Good.
debt.
because
To
yeah,
carry over.
you can't marry someone who owes the state of California,
The state
no,
of
the
New
state of New
York.
York like 200.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
$200,000. Yeah, too much
and
debt.
then I guess I'd have
Fuck
to
smelly Danielle.
F Danielle, which is weird because that's like my friend in real life. So that's really weird,
Mhm.
but yeah,
No,
that's
but
how
that's
it would go.
okay because I remember last week you said you grew up eating crawfish. So that's not gonna be a problem for you. That's
Wait.
not gonna be a problem for you from Louisiana.
Oh my god.
That crawfish that crawfish not
I
gonna bother
was
you.
raised, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
so that was not gonna
fucking
bother you.
crazy.
You're gonna go down on her
I
bayou.
was raised in
Yeah.
Louisiana. Yeah, you're right. I did. You know what they call crawfish? Those are just sea roaches.
Sea roaches,
So
look at
you're
that.
right.
So
God.
you're not even gonna tell the difference. It's gonna take you back to your childhood days when you were eating crawfish. That's when you get that whiff.
Mhm.
Delicious. And I'm hungry now.
Okay, so there's no way to marry Meatball Danielle without a prenup that makes it so I'm not in her debt.
Nah, you gotta marry her straight out
No, you
with her
gotta
$50
take it
million
all, baby.
debt. With her $50 million debt.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well let's see. I got to think really hard now. All right, I'm gonna be financially stupid. I
Mm-hmm.
guess
Oh.
even though I don't like her, but I guess I'd marry Meatball Danielle mainly because of the age differences. And then I guess I would bang Jenny and then kill Smelly Danielle.
Oh, what'd she ever do to you?
I don't know.
You
What
wait.
the fuck she
You
ever do to you?
I don't know.
you would bang
I
Jenny?
fucking
Well, you're
hate
marrying
Coco.
her. You gotta consummate the marriage.
Oh my god, I
Well,
hate
no,
Coco.
no, you
Yeah.
don't. Remember when Muhammad married Danielle, he wouldn't even kiss her on their
Yeah,
wedding
can
day.
I want my
Remember?
No, well,
sex?
I'm
I want
assuming.
my sex.
I assume you have to fuck her to consummate the marriage.
You have to.
That's not a
Yeah,
thing,
it's a
is it?
thing.
Is that
It's a
like a
real
real
legal
thing?
Of
thing.
course.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
It dates
Wait,
back to the
It's a
Yeah.
legal thing.
it dates back to the BC ages.
Yeah.
You gotta consummate a marriage. If not,
Otherwise, it's not
you're not
real.
married.
so there's a
Yeah.
law that requires people to have
Yes.
sex?
Like,
To
otherwise, it's not a
consummate
real
the
I
marriage.
didn't.
marriage. I
Oh
mean,
my
some
god, I
people
didn't
don't
realize
do
that the
it, but
law.
that's the way it's
That's
supposed
wild.
to
I
be.
didn't know that the government was like making people have sex with each other. I didn't even
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's by law, but I'm just gonna say, in order for you to say you're married to a person that you have to consummate the marriage, whether you like it or not. Some
Yeah.
men will ask you to consummate it more than women would, but You have to
Yes.
consummate
Yeah,
the
in the F
marriage.
Mary Kill game, you're at least fucking the person you marry once.
Yeah,
Oh, see,
yeah.
I thought that I was marrying them, so I
So
didn't have
Shabooty,
to
you
have
you
sex
you're
with them.
gonna kill poor innocent Danielle. She's a nurse now, you know. Maybe she fixed her problem.
I don't know. Something about her bothers me.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Yeah, she's a little slow for the punch too.
At least Jenny will give a nice blow ski because she's like mothering.
Nah,
Oh
Jenny
my
got
god.
to me. Jenny got to me wrapped around her finger. So whatever she's doing it right.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think maybe Jenny has like removable teeth,
Oh,
so she's
that's
given
called a
like
gummy.
a gummy? Yeah, you
It's
think she's
called a
giving them gummies?
Yeah,
gummy.
I forgot about that.
And I don't think
Maybe
she has
that's
removable teeth. I think she just put it on him. You know, like she has skills like that.
Mm.
oh.
Yeah,
I
because you know
mean, maybe.
those countries are very repressed. They're just missionary position and that's it. You know,
Oh,
she
so
probably got
it doesn't
outside,
take
did a reverse cowgirl, threw a whole,
it doesn't
backed it
take
up.
much to get a
Exactly,
guy wrapped around your finger over there.
exactly.
Mm.
Those are missionary position only people. You know,
Mm.
Mm.
so she probably threw it back, and that's how Samir he loves it. Whatever she's doing, he loves it.
He does. He does. They don't. I used to think like, oh, this can't be real. I know for a fact they're
Yeah.
together and he loved her. Like it's real.
I used to think that too.
Yeah.
I used to be like, this can't possibly be. This guy's so young. She's so old. But then, as you know, as time went
Then
on,
Coco explained to JLP.
Well, you know what's funny? I used to think that Annie and David wasn't real in the very beginning either, because I was like, there's no way this woman, this like 20 something year old woman wants to be with this like 50 something year old man. And I was like, I just didn't see it. And now I am so convinced that they love each other. It's just funny because in the beginning I was like, there's no way. There's absolutely no way she's in love with him.
Mm.
well, Annie and David in the beginning, yeah, she didn't seem like she was, but she put up with a lot of his drunken shit in the streets. So yeah,
Well, I knew that she really loved them when they were living in that storage unit without like a bathroom or without a kitchen. No, it didn't have a kitchen. It had a bathroom. I was like, well, she's in love with him because we're not, I'm not living in a storage unit with you unless I love you. I don't know. Even if I do love you, I don't think I'm gonna live in a storage unit with you. So when they were going through all that, and then they were living in his best friend's house, and he was borrowing money, and they literally were gonna be living in a car, I was just like, yeah, she actually loves this guy. It's legit.
True.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I'll post some of those F Mary kills on my Instagram. I just don't want to do too many back to back. But yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, there'll be more, and then hopefully next time we'll do some more only fan
Mm.
caption readings.
Mm.
So
Oh.
that will be fun. We'll pick some 90 Day cast members only fan pages and we'll
Oh
read the
yeah, yeah. I forgot
captions.
about that bit. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but we can't. Well, yeah, we gotta save something for the next
yeah.
one, but we'll do that too because that's always
Okay, and
yeah.
then
fun.
before we end it, like Captain Picard, give us your Instagram review of just being on Instagram.
It took a little getting used to. You know, I'm still trying to navigate it and stuff like that. But I like to see the different videos and different posts of people. I'm getting a lot of people asking for that are following me and requesting that I follow them back. So I'm getting a lot of that. I'm just checking off follow. And yeah, I posted a couple things there from my show on Sunday, and also I think a little bit of a Love After Lockup show too, and it's
Mm.
getting a little bit of radio. So I'm trying to still navigate it. I'm still new to it. I'm still I'm mostly used to Twitter as much because we have a lot more interaction on Twitter.
Yeah,
But I guess as time goes on,
Yeah,
people are starting to realize I'm on there, and that's me from Twitter, and are starting to request, starting following me and requesting that I follow back.
yeah. Someone on Threads today asked for you, and I don't know if you're on Threads yet.
I don't know what that is. I still, I mean, I mean, I do the Reddit thing. I do the Reddit thing, but I forget that I have Reddit until I see the Reddit notifications, and I'll
Hmm.
look through there. And then also, I'm on Twitter, of course, and I
Yeah,
just started the Instagram. So, baby steps for me.
True.
lot. It's a lot.
I would just like to say I'm so happy that you joined the club with us.
Yeah, and I could sit at the cool table, at the cool kids
Mhm.
table.
Well, you always had a seat at the table. You just didn't sit with us. So I'm just happy that you're on
Yeah,
Instagram now.
I
I feel
actually
like
had
we're
one of
all
my followers like, "Oh my God, that's you on Twitter, on Instagram." I was like, "Yeah." Who got you to do Instagram? And I posted George. They were like, "I knew it had to be George."
Oh,
I said, "George got me
it
there."
only took a few months,
I
but
know.
it
Well,
happened,
yeah.
right?
I mean, I was preoccupied with the whole wedding thing, so I was kept putting it on the back burner. But now that I'm just back to normal, I'm able to navigate my social media accounts a little better. So I'm getting used to the whole Twitter, the whole Instagram thing. Just bear with me.
True.
You'll like it. There's way more interaction. It's funny to say this, but there's way more interaction on Instagram than there is on Twitter for like memes and stuff.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
crazy.
It's a lot of stuff
So,
going
but
on.
you'll see. It's a lot, but it's really the 90-day universe is really
Yeah,
tight on
yeah,
Yeah.
Instagram. I mean, it is on Twitter too, but like Instagram is like a tight knit family.
yeah.
Hmm. All right. Well, we'll be back Sunday for 90 Day Fiance Fridays on a Sunday.
All right. It's a
And then
long, it's a long weekend.
since it's Veterans Day, we'll probably do like a longer show Sunday, perhaps.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, we probably will, depending on, and it's the finale of the other way the next
On
day too.
Monday.
So it'll be the
Oh, sorry,
before the 90 days.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, what?
sorry. I was gonna say I don't know if you guys know, but we're also on Audible, through
What?
Amazon.
Mhm.
Yes,
We are?
I just found that out.
True.
So, the more you guys like our, give us as many stars as possible, the better it is.
Yeah. If you listen on Spotify, please
Okay,
give
yeah.
us 5 stars.
Yes, please.
Yes, it's very important that you give
Please.
us 5 stars so we can move up the list
Yeah.
of it's the chart list
Yeah.
so we can move up.
Yay.
True.
And then if we get far enough on the chart list, maybe we can come to your
Hmm.
town and do a live podcast and hang out with you guys and talk about 90 Day Fiance all day.
Yeah. Let's
We could
do
do an
it.
in-person F Mary Kill and in-person OF caption readings.
Yes,
We'll
all of that.
we'll record from my home studio. So
True.
And we'll put a projector behind us so all the pictures and stuff, we'll put it up behind us so everybody can see it. So there'll be
yeah.
a picture of Paul's a-hole right up behind us, right above our head, so everybody can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Shabooty, don't forget to take down that poll shit you put up on
Oh,
the chat.
I already
Oh
deleted
yeah.
that.
All right. Well,
Yeah, we don't want to
exactly,
be connected
exactly.
to that, right?
Yeah.
Well, I wish everybody a nice long weekend, and I hope to see everybody again on Friday
And
Yes.
Sunday.
and Sunday.
And
Yeah.
Sounds good. All
Sunday.
right,
All right.
everybody.
Peace
Well,
out.
thank you for listening. We'll see y'all Sunday.
Bye bye.
Bye. Peace out,
Peace.
everybody.